So if we go all the way back, basically, I'm going to go ahead and share these again. I'm going to share some images, Andres, with you that... let me go up to here, to all images, and show shared ones. Let me see. Okay. This is 1921. Are you there, Andres? I just want to make sure. Okay, cool. This is January 1st, 1921. And you live...
Happy New Year's.
Where?
In a hole in the ground.
You live where?
Put you on the spot.
No, I'm. That was a good question. I was not expecting to answer.
Okay.
That.
You can think about that, like where you came from, because effectively you're sitting wherever you are residing, and you should put that down so that you can kind of figure out maybe some of you might catch up with each other or live in the same areas as each other. There is a in Call of Cthulhu. There is a Miskatonic University, which is sort of like the university that a lot of people go to, and that's in Massachusetts. You don't have to be in Massachusetts. It's just sort of part of the lore of Call of Cthulhu that Miskatonic U is sort of like the Yale of universities, if you will. And while you were kind of sitting in somewhere reading a newspaper on January 1st, you received this newspaper article. Everybody's got a copy of it, but now you do too. And it's kind of like the search for an ancient pyramid in Peru. And there's this explorer, Augustus Larkin, is planning an expedition to the southern highlands of Peru, where he hopes to identify the site of a pyramid long forgotten by history. And it goes on to, he's planning an expedition, and you should come up with like a reason why you're interested in that, and then I'll kind of introduce you to the group here in a minute, and you kind of show up hoping to get on that expedition late, and then you can introduce yourself and say, "Oh, I'm from wherever," and then they can introduce themselves, and that way you can kind of role play how you guys meet each other.
Ooh,
and then.
And seeing Peru, and that is very fortuitous because Ezekiel, he is very obsessed with the Nazca lines.
Ooh.
So he basically resides in a modest dwelling out in the outskirts of Nazca, Peru.
Okay, all right, very cool. Make sure, I guess, like the other guys, if you want to know something other than. I did also notice one thing. You should take a look at your character sheet also, which I talked to everybody else, is make sure that your skills on the right only go up to 100. That there's not more than 100 points in any one skill. There should be no more than 99 points in any one skill. In fact,
is Ezekiel?
Yeah. So, for example, I think in your language own, you've got 129, but your language own in Call of Cthulhu normally is English. So if you want to live in Peru and you want to know Spanish, or you want that to be your own language, then in your skills, write in Spanish as language own, and then in the top you're going to hit that blue bar, the blue bubble that says add language skill, and you're going to type English, and then you probably want to take that 55 that you've spent on your own and put it on.
Okay, so I'm just
on English, so you can also speak English.
This
Español.
Yeah, exactly. And then you see that line under language other, or yep, there you go.
No comprendo.
And language own, you can put English, and that's your main. Yep, there you go.
Wait, isn't Thorn like an English name?
Yep.
I was under the impression that he was an archaeologist. In
he's
Nazca,
100%.
Peru,
Yep.
because
he just
he's
updated his skills to be such.
there.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess he's there to research these Nazca lines, which is interesting. So, around that time, you contacted Augustus Larkin, and you said, hey, I'd like to join this expedition, and then you received this telegraph that said, thank you for joining the expedition. Please join me here on March 18th at 7 p.m. at Bar Cordano. What ended up happening is, I'll kind of give you an overview that they all met each other. They sat and talked. Do what?
he missed his flight, so
Yes, no, he's in Peru apparently on archaeologist stuff, and he got his head buried in the Nazca line, so instead of showing up on the 18th, he's going to show up on the 19th. So he's like one day late. He's a little
I hyper focused.
yeah, he's hyper focused on that Nazca line and went and woke up on the 19th and went, oh shit, that expedition's today. Oh my god. And he got on a train and he's going to meet you guys here shortly.
I like NASCAR too.
I'm going to NAS your car. So one of the things is that they met Augustus Larkin and they went through all that kind of stuff. You guys can tell him whatever you like. I'm not going to go any further than that because that'll pull him into the story, and then you guys can tell him what happened or what's all the weird stuff that's gone on. But at the moment, you guys are standing in the professor's office, and if you remember sort of what transpired, you guys went to the museum with Jesse Hughes, or I don't know what's his name. Hold on, let me pull up that. I have the wrong
Elias
share.
Jackson.
Elias Jackson. Yep. Elias Jackson. Where you guys kind of like sat with him, and he brought you over to his friend, the Professor Sanchez Nemesio. And you guys talked to him, and he said that, oh yeah, there's this stuff, this information that I was looking at on the pyramid and looking it up, and my assistant Trinidad Rizzo has those papers and is probably downstairs gathering it all up now as we speak, because I wanted to take a look at that. So you guys went down there and checked on Trinidad Rizzo, and some bad stuff went down. You guys found a golden ward. You also found something that's very important as well, is the let me do all this paper here, which you guys should have, sort of the information on the confessions of Figueroa that she had pulled out from a bunch of other paperwork and sort of highlighted, although there's a lot more paperwork on this about them interviewing this guy Figueroa and Francisco Pizarro, information on Luis de Mendoza, Hernandez Ruiz, Diego Garado, all these kind of people that are in her folder. But this paper kind of was at the top with a sticky on it and a paper clip, and was kind of the more interesting of all of the papers that you guys found in that. If you guys want to ask some questions or kind of just make sure that you're all up to speed, then basically we're going to start in Professor Sanchez's office, where you guys, he's laying on the ground, and the police and everything are starting to show up and try and find out what's going on here.
Is that the dude that we cut open?
That's the dude that Bessie cut open. Yep.
I think Emerson has about a 30 in Spanish.
I do. Yeah. I know enough. I guess it's probably more like closer to a 10% if you say where it says ideas can be communicated, because I can ask for breakfast and stuff. But yeah, that's about it. I'm not the best at English for sure.
So the professor
Spanish.
has been carried off to the hospital, right?
Yeah, the professor is kind of like, they're there like picking him up off the floor, and he's on the stretcher, and they're kind of carrying him out, and Jackson Elias is standing there and kind of going, guys, what the hell just happened? Like, what I was over there with the fire, you guys were over here, what were you guys doing? Why is there white stuff on the floor, and he's got a cut out of his thing, and he can't talk that much?
Oh my god, you missed it. Bessie saved the professor.
Oh, she did?
There's this thing. It was alive. It was in his stomach. And she, without even breaking a sweat, cut him open very carefully, and this larva came out, and it started attacking us.
Larva, and he kind of...
if I might say.
he looks around the room like larva, but where's this larva at? And he's looking around, and there's kind of this goo on the floor, but there is no larva.
We found out the goo right there. That's where it died.
Oh,
it's gone.
Interesting. Yeah, I was standing here with the professor, and then all of a sudden people were screaming about a fire, and the professor was going to call campus security, and I went running down the hallway, and then you guys came down here, and I came back in, and all this stuff is happening. Holy crap, man! This is insane.
Are you curious as to why I have no pants on?
What are you drawing attention to?
We're going to have no pants on.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you do.
Get that part.
Yeah, I had forgot about that. Jackson looks over at you and go, "Good man, what are you doing with your pants down to your ankles?"
Yeah, Alexandra, you might want to put your pants back on. The excitement's over.
I'm sorry, you'll have to speak up. I have no pants on.
Oh my God!
You know where the larvae went.
This is
But,
why
I
I
mean,
only hang out with dead bodies.
Sounds like dealing with a child.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I just think that you guys should.
That happens in and out of the game. So,
most important part of the story where.
We're not going to help you put your pants back on.
No.
Okay.
No, it's not.
I'm not even acknowledging your presence in the room.
It's not happening.
Where are his pants?
They're just kind of down, at his ankles. He kind of pulled it down because that thing was crawling up his legs.
Oh, they're not on the floor somewhere?
No, they're probably still. Yeah, but maybe he did kind of jump out of it and he was like, "Oh my God!" So they're probably laying on the ground because he was freaking out.
I'm focusing on the white larva, which I, because of my professional knowledge and tasting it, I know it's the same.
Tasting the
we
larva.
hadn't encountered it before, so I wanted to take a sample of it, and of course, if it's okay with the authorities. I mean, I did save a man's life.
At the moment,
okay.
Yeah, I think at the moment people are just kind of scrambling all over the place. The professor's not really saying much. He's kind of mumbling something. And Alejandro and Omar can tell what he's saying, but obviously Jackson Elias also is translating. So I'm not going to do that. Whenever you're talking to people, basically down here, it's all Spanish and they're translating it to the English speakers and vice versa. But we're going to role play as if it's one of those movies where the auto translation kicks in.
So what's he saying?
Yeah, effectively, he's kind of mumbling to himself and talking about the pain and the feelings in his stomach and kind of saying over and over again, "He kissed me, he kissed me."
Ooh.
Is there a jar or anything around, like a glass, a cup, anything?
There's a lot of. Why don't you roll a luck roll?
A luck roll?
Yeah, there's a bunch of jars all over the place, but they have stuff in it. Like he's got samples sitting up on the jar, and samples of brains and stuff like that. He's kind of a professor of both archaeologic and physical stuff, but he also has some baby embryos from cows in a jar and stuff like that up on the shelf where he was doing some research on various things. And you do see that there is an empty jar up there that doesn't have anything in it.
The jar with the brain catches my attention. I go take a closer look.
I'm going to grab
was I able to get a sample of the white goo?
That's what I'm going to try and do with the empty jar. So.
Yeah. Do you have anything in your inventory for doing samples, Bessie?
I'm looking right now. Why am I only seeing my guns? Where is my rest of my...
inventory, yep, at the back.
Okay.
I don't see... You have a medical case.
I have a medical case, and I do have a picture of what that has. That you sent me.
That's very true.
So let me see what I see. No,
yeah, I think at the moment, because you haven't used much from that chemical case, there's not like an empty box or an empty container. It's all got either alcohol in it or something already in it. But Emerson definitely, he's looking around. He goes, "Look, I found a jar that we can put some of this stuff in."
So I'll just add white goo sample.
White goo sample. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. And then I go take a closer look at that brain.
Yeah, there's a couple different brains. Some of them look like maybe small enough that they could be monkey brains. And some of them look very, very large, like maybe they're something other than human. And then maybe there's a human brain or two there as well.
Any
I look
jars
for any
small enough to
notes,
pocket?
yeah, and I look for any notes around the jars to see if I can tell what the doctor was trying to achieve here. What was he looking for, especially around the jars with the human brains, if they seem human to me.
I think one of the Spanish speakers should be asking him who tried to kiss him.
That's a good idea.
No. They're kind of wheeling him out of the room while he's mumbling that he kissed me, he kissed me.
So who are you smooching with, man?
He kind of grabs your arm and pulls you close and kind of like he whispers, but like in a even though he's whispering, everybody in the room can hear him because he's talking like loudly in a whisper towards your face, and he goes, "The conquistador kissed me," and his eyes are kind of a little glassy. He definitely looks like he's a little out of it, like not quite on something, but definitely he's not all there. Yes, and then they're like, we need to take him now, and they shuffle him out of the room as they're like shoving gauze over the cut that was the incision that was made to pull the thing out of his stomach.
Must have been a tapeworm. I've never seen a tapeworm do that. Must be some kind of strange.
Jackson says it had to
tapeworm.
have been something like that, right? There's no way it could be anything other than that.
Never make assumptions.
Certainly no chupacabra.
No, it definitely wasn't a chupacabra, was it? And Jackson Elias asks, can you guys describe this? Like, how big was it? What, a tapeworm would be about this long, and he kind of puts his finger out. It's a couple inches.
Yeah, I draw a picture for him.
Actually, tapeworms can get huge.
Yeah, they can get really, really long.
Yeah, but they're super skinny though, right? They're like they can be long, but they're like really
they really like
s-
tape, like
Yeah.
like a piece
Yeah.
of
yeah, like a piece of tape. He's like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, I guess they can get longer, but they're kind of skinny, right? Is that what it looked like? And with Virginia kind of drawing a picture, and he says, was it that size? Because if you guys looked at it, it was more like I don't know, it was
Who's the biggest guy here?
like 12 inches long, maybe 16 inches long. If you remember I think I sent you guys a picture of what it looked like.
It was
Yeah.
like a
Mistaken.
maggot.
Yeah, but it wasn't
With
just a
little-
regular maggot
With little
size.
legs. It looks like it's got little
Uh,
pincers on its face.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, it wasn't like a tapeworm. A tapeworm has.
I'll send it
has
so
like
Andres can see it as well.
I mean,
Yeah, it's like bigger than your
Right.
hand. It's definitely a big, thick, probably the
Oh,
size of
yeah.
a cup or something,
slower.
Does anyone know if he's traveled recently?
Um,
To Africa.
I have no idea. I certainly don't. Let's go ask Sarah in the front. So he walks out, and Jackson kind of comes back and says, no, he's been here for weeks. In fact, I remember talking to him last week. He hasn't gone anywhere but home and here. So I know that he wouldn't be traveling outside of the area, because I've been here for the past couple weeks doing my own research, both here and in Puno.
So maybe a long gestation period. It's got to be something like
Wow.
a tapeworm.
Maybe. But that sounds like it's a pretty big tapeworm. I mean, that's got to be a long gestation period, wouldn't you think?
Tapeworm larvae are actually about the size of like a watermelon seed.
Well,
So-
like I said, I don't make assumptions, and I am big believer that we need to investigate the clues and accept whatever the clues tell us about the body.
Never.
Are there-
The time for calm
there
has
any
passed. Let's
books?
jump to conclusions.
Can I tell
No.
what he's studying on his desk, or do I notice anything that seems relevant that maybe Omar or Alex can translate?
On his desk is a folder that looks like it's got some similar papers to the paper I sent to you earlier that Trinidad Rizzo had in her hand when she was killed, or dead, or died, or however the hole was placed in her chest and she died downstairs.
Okay.
She had a folder with those same kind of papers in it about this guy Figueroa and kind of the in fact, if you take a look at that document from Gaspar Figueroa, it talks about I think it talks about conquistadors and stuff. Yes, it does. In fact, Figueroa was a conquistador, and he was talking about Hernando Ruiz and Diego Garrido and Luis de Mendoza being fellow conquistadors who had served with Pizarro.
But why
So-
would these guys come and try to kiss this guy? I mean, I don't understand.
That's a good question.
Handsome.
Maybe. Well, I mean, I could show you the
Well,
picture
that's
again,
what
but
I
he
mean.
definitely
I mean,
definitely
this
was a
is
handsome guy.
people- I mean, that's not
Well,
what
I
I mean.
know
I mean,
it's,
these people were like 300 years ago, you know?
I'll show you.
It's-
He look at this. He was a handsome guy. I mean,
Yes.
Wait, but de Mendoza, that's the same guy that Larkin was with, right?
in fact,
Is that the same de
it's-
Mendoza?
his name was definitely Mendoza. I mean, Larkin called him
Because it says-
Mendoza.
That night, large section of the gold exhausting themselves in the that night, as they rested, an evil sickness befell Figueroa's companions. In the morning light, they looked gaunt and deathlike, complaining of agonizing hunger. They pursued Figueroa. De Mendoza caught up with them and started to devour him like a human leech.
Oh
Figueroa
my
shot
god!
his friend in the head and fled, pausing only to snatch up as much gold as he could carry. That sounds cannibalistic.
Definitely doesn't sound good. Jackson is Elias is like, yeah, the most of those written written accounts from back in those times were, they would say there were dragons and things and mermaids, but we know now that those are just sea creatures that were just seen differently at night. So yeah, who knows what they saw. Besides what Jackson Elias is saying, you guys definitely saw Trinidad Rizzo completely desiccated with a big giant hole in her
Oh, yeah.
chest.
Definitely.
And Jackson, Elias hasn't seen this, or he hasn't seen it, so he's like, where's the body? We haven't found the body yet. And he even went
Why
down with you guys,
disappeared?
and the body was gone. So at that point, Elias, it's starting to get sort of late in the day on, I believe this is Saturday, March 19th, and Elias says, listen, this is just too much. Why don't I meet you guys back at the Hotel Murray, and we'll get some rest, and maybe do something about it tomorrow. We do leave in a couple of days, so you guys should get prepared and get ready for the trip. It's going to be a solid 3 days worth of driving across country. It's going to be kind of rough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
So
I
it's
can't
March?
believe. It's March 19th today, yeah.
Okay.
If you look on the calendar, I've been putting some stuff on those days, just to kind of like mark them for you guys as well. You can make more notes there if you want. You don't have to, but that's where I've been keeping my notes to keep days in check.
Oh, there's the calendar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then let us retire back to the comforts of the hotel where we can
Mhm.
collate our findings.
Yeah, so you guys walk into the to Hotel Moray, and it's starting to get later in the evening on Saturday, and you guys have just had lunch and kind of came back from the museum, and you're all sitting in Hotel Moray, and this dapper man walks up, and clearly doesn't belong to the locals, and kind of stands out in a way that you guys stand out, and kind of walks up and looks around and sees Jackson Elias and you guys kind of standing in the hotel lobby, and says, and basically, Andres, you can kind of introduce yourself. You see these, you know, you're here for this expedition. It looks like there's a group of people that are kind of hanging out that are very different from each other, and very different from everyone else that's in this area. And you know
Not
that
from around here.
yeah, they're not from around here, just like you are, and they kind of all look over at you and see you kind of walking up. You can introduce yourself if you'd like now.
I'm pretty suspicious of this guy.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
muted if you're talking also, Andres.
I was muted. Oh, a group of fellow academics. Greetings, and my apologies for being this late. I was like neck deep in archaeological digs, so you understand. Like, when these things happen, you tend to get really focused and lose track of time. But where are my manners? My name is Ezekiel Thorne. You can call me Ezekiel, or whatever tickles your fancy. Can I ask what are your names?
Alejandro, sorry, madam. Please go ahead. Ladies first.
I'm Bessie. Great to meet you. So you deal with dead bodies too?
Yes and no. We deal mostly with artifacts as of late.
Oh, you said fellow. Never mind. I thought you hung out with dead bodies like I do. But anyway, I'm Bessie. Bessie Coleman. Great to meet you.
Hello, Ezekiel. I'm Virginia. I'm from the United States, also from Massachusetts, and I am a rare book dealer. And I look into antique stuff too sometimes for clients, but mostly, hard to find books.
Mm-hmm. Alejandro Sotomayor, owner and proprietor of the what was the name of my shop that I'm very familiar with again? The Eldritch Emporium. And I hand him a business card, and I say, you can use this to redeem 3% off of your first purchase of under $5 at my shop.
A whole 3% of $5 and under.
Mm-hmm.
Business must be booming then.
Indeed. This is way before inflation, so that's a hot amount of money they're talking about.
There's two more people here.
Emerson Biggins. Professional skeptic.
Professional skeptic. Do explain that.
I've been brought here, unlike these, I'm more here to figure out a fantastical explanation for things.
So you're the voice of reason.
I would like to think so.
Huh. I shall keep
Or
that
the
in mind.
blind man, whichever you want to prefer.
Mhm.
Omar.
Oh.
I am,
Well.
I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but right now I'm a photographer, and I plan to document all these things that we find here. You missed the picture, the team picture yesterday. So
Oh yeah.
what can I say?
And then
I
sort of
like you. I tend to be a little bit of a skeptic too, but when you see some of the things that I've seen,
Sometimes you can't
and
explain it, huh?
She's
well, I tried, but I have been. There are a few mysteries that haunt me.
she seems to like the black guys, so I don't think you have a chance there, my friend.
I don't know if we've seen
Wow.
a type from her.
yeah.
Wow.
And so
Very forward,
when Omar says that, Jackson Elias he looks like he's blushing a little bit, and he kind of steps forward and goes, "Well, I guess I should introduce myself. Hello there, Ezekiel. I'm Jackson Elias, but just or, Elias Jackson. Sorry. When we talked to
It's
the leader
understandable.
of this expedition, please make sure to use. I've been using Jesse Hughes because I don't want him to know who I truly am. I read books on cults, and I'm here
He's
to
always
find out about this pyramid and see how it's connected to the cult in this area. There's knowledge and information around that talk about a cult of man-eaters, or a cult of creatures that live off of the fat of others that I've been hearing around this area. And so I'm here to disprove that, much like Mr. Emerson here, and or write in my book exactly why these things are here, because I know that people generally do these things and they hide them behind the mystical and the fantastical. Isn't that right, Emerson?
Well, we'll
It
try to
is.
get to the bottom of it, huh?
That's the hope, anyway. Some things have happened, and you've definitely missed some good stuff.
Searching for answers when you already making assumptions clouds your judgment. You should have an open mind, and like I said earlier, follow the clues wherever they may lead.
Indeed, maybe that's the better way to take this.
You're empiricist. I like that.
So basically, you guys are sitting in the bar in your own hotel this time, and yeah, you guys just kind of went through this, and you can talk it out what it is. I'm going to go ahead and put on some bar music, and yeah, you guys can talk through like what are you doing from the perspective of what's the next steps here. And it's getting late. You're kind of having dinner here and some drinks.
Well, I regale him with the story of the leech on my butt and the pants, and make sure he gets all the details.
I find anybody else in the bar that is not talking to someone, and I go talk to that person.
Because that's pretty important stuff.
Are you telling me the story about the leech?
Yeah. So you don't know this, but what happened was it was really pretty dramatic. This leech came out and started climbing all over me, and it climbed like it was climbing up my leg. I took my pants off to get rid of it. It crawled on my butt.
Give me a
It crawled
second.
on my back.
I need to go see something over there. I'm just gonna walk away to the bar.
Oh, I'll follow you. Don't worry. Don't
and
worry.
I'll come back.
I can come with you.
I'm just gonna sit myself in between two randos.
Just two
So,
random people
this-
to get away from him.
So
Yeah,
to
yeah.
continue my story, you
I
guys are
don't want to
welcome
know
to hear
about
too.
some stranger's penis
So
Or butt.
I said
Or
butt.
yeah.
or butt.
Wow.
Well, he knew where it was
Now the
going. That's the problem.
Freudian
He
slip.
didn't want to be part of where it's going.
Yeah, the second that you said I'm taking my pants off, I'm like, no, I don't want none of that.
Yeah, that's all true story though. And so that's
It is technically
that's
true.
the
Yeah, he
story
did take
so far.
he did take his pants off because this worm thing was crawling up his legs, and
Yeah. Yeah. And
I
so
believe it.
basically, if you know that, you're caught up on our adventure.
I think somebody else should give him a little bit more of the other stuff that's not having to do with pants.
I was off the emergency exit after the fire alarm, so I have no idea what this guy's talking about, to be honest.
Oh, we did find an item, a golden ward. It's a rod about 2 inches wide, 2 feet long, and what was it, 1 inch deep?
Yeah, about that. Yeah, it's something like 20 pounds.
And when we found it, there was
20 pounds.
there was
Well,
some
gold is
burnt
heavy.
flesh on it.
What,
But
I'm sorry?
the person next to who we found it, she had already deceased, but she had no burnt markings on her. She only had like that white slimy goo stuff. So something must have touched this rod and got burnt and ran away. But if you're, I look around the bar to see if anybody's looking, and I pull it
Why
out
don't you
of
roll a spot
my
hidden?
bag. Oh, okay. So before I do anything, I'll roll.
Yep.
Spot hidden.
Oh wow.
Oh.
I see everything.
Yeah, you're like most people. Most people in the bar are in their own thing, and honestly, the hotel that you went to before, Cordano, where you were with Larkin, is a lot nicer than this bar. And most people are
What's
just
this bar? Bar Marais?
that's bar Marais, yeah. And most people are. It's kind of like the bar in the hotel. It's not really a nice. It's sort of like a bar and like 3 seats. It's nothing to write home about. And the food you're gonna get there is like finger food. It's not real meals. We're at Bar Cordano, which is actually sort of a restaurant bar inside of the hotel España. Was much nicer. But basically nobody's really looking at you guys other than looking at you guys and saying, wow, you guys kind of look you guys do stand out. So people are looking at you, but not like they're not watching you. You know what I'm saying? They're like keeping you deep eyeballs on you.
My
Okay, so
mustache does
I still
bring all
have
the
this-
milkshakes to the yard.
So I still have this rod wrapped up in my dress that I'm carrying in my bag, and I place it on top of the table, and I just kind of pull up one corner of the dress so that he can see a little piece of it.
Yeah. That's sort of what it looks like when they got it. It was in a container in a crate that had been busted open and was sitting there on the floor.
Yeah, somebody
Ooh,
opened it up with a crowbar practically, and then
Yeah.
they just left it there.
I want to see if I can make out any significance from any symbols that I can see.
Why don't
Like,
you
from
roll
whatever
an
little
archaeology
she's
roll?
showing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, even with a 70, you got a regular success. You can definitely tell that this is Tiwanakan, somewhere around the 5th century.
Okay.
And-
I do relay that information and
Yeah,
ask if they already knew that.
That was my assertion as well,
Oh.
sir.
I had no idea.
No, they did not. They hadn't looked at it that closely yet.
Oh,
But it
yeah.
matches
Look
up.
at-
But with the other information, just to kind of catch them up, because last week, when they had looked at some of the artifacts that Larkin had brought to kind of show you guys and get you guys lured in on this thing and be like, look, we can make this kind of finds at the pyramid. The golden cup that you found, as well as the pendant. I forget who it was that did it. It might have been Bessie. I'm not sure who of you rolled those archaeology rolls back then. But there was a golden cup that was also from the Tiwanakan 5th century. But then there was a pendant that they also found that was Incan from 15th century.
15th century, yeah.
So it was definitely from 2 different periods that Larkin was showing you guys.
Any idea what this is? Or do we not know enough about the Tiwanakans other than knowing
No,
that this is
the
part
the
of
only thing
their-
the only thing that you really notice on the bar that you have is on that, you know, the top and the bottom in that picture, which is effectively, if you held it kind of right and left, it's the right and the left.
Okay.
It looks like that gold. It's not like it's made that way. It looks like it's got a break in it.
Like it was fused together, like it was made in 2 different parts.
Like somebody might have broken it from something. Yeah.
The disrespect.
Yeah,
I
and
think-
you know, it's a nice piece of gold too.
I think that
Um,
burn mark is because it burned something. That's just what I'm thinking. Not burn.
Can we go
mark.
somewhere a little bit more private where we can just study the whole bar rather than just like a little peek?
Yeah, I mean, you guys
I-
could go up to one of your rooms and really,
We
you know,
can
whip it
retire
out.
to my
And...
quarters.
Whoa.
We can go somewhere else, I'm sure.
Go to
Yeah.
my room and whip it out.
We all have our
right.
own rooms.
I just,
I'm not like that,
And I can remove the entire dress, not just peaks.
Yeah, you get the full Monty, full look at it.
I go to Ezekiel and I ask him how he knows these are Tiwanakan symbols that and I want to take a closer look
By the
because
way,
I've been
at some point-
learning a lot about it since I whisper and I found some symbols on a dead
At some
body.
point, I take a picture of it as well.
Okay, yeah, you take a picture of it.
I'll just reply to Bessie. Is it right?
Oh yeah.
I'll just tell Bessie. Honestly, I specialize in like Peruvian prehistoric artifacts. So this is right up my alley. So that's how I identified the symbols. But hey, you show me whatever you want to show me, and I'll help you as best as I can to
Asbestos.
teach you the ropes.
Yeah,
Oh,
and sort
that
of
would be
now that you're
wonderful.
in the bedroom and you pull this thing out and like have a moment, because before you were like, oh my god, this thing, and shoving it in a dress and kind of running with it. I'll show you.
Especially if it's just pure gold.
Yeah, it is definitely pure gold and it's definitely worth quite a bit. But I'll show you sort of a picture of it from the module that doesn't look like gold in a crate, and it'll give you an idea of, now that you've got it out of there and you're looking at the left and the right hand side, it looks like, you know, everything's smooth along the normal parts of it, but on the left and right side it looks like it's broken from something.
So once
I
we're in
don't think this
private,
was the
let
same
me know.
picture.
Yeah, you're in
that-
private. You guys are kind of in your own room now. You're in whichever room other than Alejandra's room that you want to be in.
What's
shut
wrong with my
Alejandro-
room?
We shut Alejandro out.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
everybody would choose
I'm
not to
kidding.
go to your room.
Yeah.
He probably hasn't asked for a room service in like 3 months.
My
It's
room
dirty.
is
So would
pretty
it be
nice.
I
Anyway.
have I pull out my journal, and as I pull it out, you can tell that I don't do this very often. I'm very shy around
Pulling it
people.
out, I actually hope you don't.
Well,
The
I'm talking
journal.
about my journal. What did you think I was? What? I'm sorry. I don't.
It's all
I don't
about
hang
the
out with-
euphemisms. It's all about the euphemisms.
Is this
I
like
laugh and I-
live people humor?
I put my hand on Ezekiel's shoulder and I say, Bessie is so innocent. That
He's,
just went all over her. Went right over her head.
I don't know about that.
All over her head.
Anyway, I open the journal, and I kind of like, it's almost like an internal struggle of not showing you the journal. But eventually I get around to opening it on a page, and it has sketches. You know, I'm sorry, I'm not an artist. This is the best I could do. But these are the sketches of the symbols that I found carved on the back of a body that came into the morgue, and I was assigned to study. And this is one of the things that got me interested in Tiwanakan culture and in Peru. And when I saw the ad just days later, I felt there was a connection, and I felt that I needed to come here and go on this expedition. And I show him the symbols that I sketched on my journal.
Amerison, would it have made sense for me to like travel with like literature on Peruvian indigenous cultures?
You probably don't have it with you. Wherever you were in Peru, it's probably there, and you kind of threw your stuff in a piece of luggage, and kind of dashed over here.
Oh, that's right. Because I lost.
You were
track of
late,
time,
and you're like, "Oh my god, holy crap!" Yeah.
Okay. So, what would I need to do to kind of like recall from memory, like the significance of the hieroglyphs?
You're gonna have to make an extreme archaeology check to even know what these things are. So you're gonna have when you're looking at your skill, when you roll it, it'll tell you whether you got it or not. But when you're rolling your skills, you'll see you have an 81 archaeology, and then you have two small numbers, a 40 and a 16.
Right.
40 is a hard success, 16 is an extreme success. So you'd have
So
to
I
roll under
below
a
a
16,
16.
yeah, to
Okay.
really know what these symbols are. Yep.
Okay. Let me try that.
Oh
That's
man.
not it.
Okay. So you're doing the exact opposite in this game. You're just rolling the 90s instead of rolling the 01s.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I actually need my.
You called this out to
bad
yourself, man. You need to.
Yeah, I
need to-
actually did say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you did. You need to call the positive energy. Be like, I'm gonna make this happen. Yeah, you've seen these symbols before in Tiwanakan designs and stuff like that, but you really don't know what. Yeah, you're not even sure like what they actually mean. You know that it's been in a bunch of Tiwanakan designs that you've seen, but where does it actually match? What does it mean? Like, you remember that in the books that you read that there's nobody that has broken that code yet.
Yeah. So yeah, I they're definitely Tiwanakan in origin. I can't tell you what they mean because unfortunately I was so frazzled by how late I was that I left my literature behind. But give me some time. Memory will come back to me, and I'll tell you what this means in due time.
Being from Peru, do you know if this is a practice of carving symbols on people's backs? Is this a common practice around here?
It's very ritualistic, I will tell you that, but I don't recall much on what particular ritual we're discussing here.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Were these like recently deceased bodies, or are we talking about like already mummified and
No, recently
ancient
deceased.
remind?
I'm a forensic medical examiner back home, and this is one of the bodies that came in to the morgue.
Interesting. So how and why did they
Good
end
question.
up with those symbols?
Indeed. That's what I'm here to find out.
If you ask me, I think she's a little bit cuckoo, but
Yeah.
Hey, if you think that she's a little bit cuckoo, then you're gonna think that I'm up way beyond cuckoo.
Elias kind of
Okay.
laughs and says, "Listen, we're all here talking about larva and whatever. I mean, we must all be a little cuckoo."
Indeed.
A larva touched my butt.
Jesus, man, you always got to take it back to the butt.
No, he did
One-
take it in the butt, so.
That's true.
Ooh,
Well,
boy.
now that you're
That
kind of
is
sitting
hilarious.
here and you guys are looking at that golden ward a little bit more, Alejandro, you why don't you roll an intelligence roll to think back and make a connection.
Here I go. I'm connecting.
Regular success.
Oh yeah, baby.
So
damn, spend 20.
Alejandro
Okay.
like pulls out of his pocket that he's holding this this rosary that every now and then you see Alejandro kind of holding in his hand and moving the things on, and you take a look at the cross that's on that rosary at the bottom, at the bottom of the rosary that you have. There's like 5 or 6 crosses all around it that your mother had in between the prayers that she would do, and then she would get to the cross and say a different prayer. So it's like a special rosary for her. In each one of the crosses that you have on that rosary, on the back of that cross has one of these Tiwanakan symbols on the golden ward.
Okay, I think what I'm gonna do here is share this information. I'm gonna kind of take out the rosary and put it on the table in front so that everybody can see it at once.
When you're
be like-
doing this, you almost feel like your mother is kind of standing behind you, holding, with her hand on your shoulder.
Omar does like
Gross,
a cross.
dead people's hands.
Omar does like a cross in front of it and says Santeria.
Tonteria.
I don't think you know what that means. Yeah, well, okay.
I know what
guess we do.
Santeria is. Yeah.
All right.
Come to conclusions so
Yeah.
quickly. It could very well be voodoo as well.
Right, it could be Haitian
could be, yeah.
voodoo.
Sangria.
Yeah,
I
it
could
doesn't-
totally go for sangria.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be Afro-Caribbean.
Similar origins, though.
It could be. I mean,
So since archaeology isn't necessarily my purview, I'm gonna lay it down on the table and show everybody and look at everybody else and say, "What do you think? What do you think this means?" And I tell them the story about how my saint of a mother used to, have this rosary, used to use this rosary, and how it seems to me like, personally, this feels like destiny, no?
Oh, very interesting. I start taking a close look and comparing the symbols, not just to the artifact we found, but also to the symbols I sketched on my journal.
On your journal, yeah. I kind of want to see
they
if there's
they
any
all
similarities.
they
yeah.
all yeah they all kind of connect. They're if you look at that image that I had just sent you of the golden ward with the black and white version, those kind of words and symbols are some of the words and symbols that are on the back of that cross, on the crosses that's in your rosary. They're also some of the symbols that were found by Bessie.
Is there any succession of symbols that match to the artifact? Like,
It looks
the
like
same
if you kind of cross-reference the ones that Bessie has in her documentation, the ones that Alejandro have in his rosary, because there's 3 or 4 written on the back of each cross and then kind of around the cross, and then you look at this ward. The ward is, obvious. It's not long enough, but you can kind of piece together that ward probably repeats the symbols on the left-hand side, because you see some of that like KM and then like a T on the right and then the dot things, and then on the next side, which would be the one that Bessie has, you kind of see the dot and then a couple of other symbols, and then in Alejandro's you see a couple more symbols after the dot after the symbols in Bessie's document, and then it starts back over at the EFN on the left-hand side of that image.
okay.
So
Gotcha.
yeah, it looks like it's a repeating pattern of some kind,
Mhm.
whatever it may be. Okay, other than the ward, are you guys wanting to do anything else during this evening? The sun has gone down and it's getting dark outside.
I kind of want
yeah.
to. I kind of want to write
Mojitos?
down all the icons from the 3 different sources.
Okay, yep.
So I can further study them. Give it a little bit of an extra couple hours before going to bed, and then just mull over my thoughts in the morning to see if I can come up with any conclusion.
Gotcha. What you probably want to do
Same
also is, let me see, equipment. I'm going to go ahead. If you open up items, Ezekiel, one of the things that you need to do is kind of equip yourself. The funny thing is, I don't know why they do this, but it's just how it is. In items on the right-hand side, where items would be for D&D, like swords and backpacks and all this kind of stuff, the only thing that's there is weapons.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, so I'm going to also put on the chat on the left that there's a story equipment list of the 1920s, so you can open that up and also see like men's clothing, real estate, lodging, medical equipment, travel gear, tools, tents. The whole team kind of says, oh yeah, this guy Larkin that's hired us, which you haven't met yet, he's basically footing the bill and said if we keep receipts, you can kind of buy anything off that list. I would also suggest that any of you, while you're waiting for someone else or someone else is talking or while I'm monologuing or whatever the case is, I saw, and I appreciate it, Emerson and
Look at this.
Virginia, that you both have, they kind of have like backpacks in their backpack in their inventory, and then they have the things that are in the backpack and what's equipped and what's not. So basically whatever you're not equipped with is going to be packed on like the pack mules or on the cars that are driving down to Puno, or something that you wouldn't carry. For example, Alejandro, you have a 50 feet of rope, which is 15 pounds that you're not just carrying everywhere that you want to. So in some of those cases, you can have like, make sure that you have what you're gonna equip as equipped. So in the inventory, there's like a little icon that says not carried, equipped, carried.
Yeah.
If it's carried, it's in like your backpack, it's in your pocket, it's in your whatever. If it's not carried, it's going to be assumed that it's in your luggage or in your room, and then when you kind of go on this trip, it'll be in your luggage, and then when you're out in the middle of the jungle, it'll be in your tent or sort of like not on you at any one time.
Okay.
So yeah, you need to actually equip yourself, Ezekiel. So that's something that you can do tomorrow after we get done with this evening. And you can write some stuff in. Yeah, exactly. You just create stuff and write it in, whatever it is that you have that's not in the items. And if you want any weapons, you can definitely go into the weapons area and look around. And, you know, obviously you can't have an AK-47 or a Claymore or
But you can have a machete.
or a
Have
flamer.
lightsaber.
Yeah, flamethrower or something like that. Yeah, definitely not a lightsaber. Don't listen to don't listen to Alexandro. Yeah. We all know not to listen to him.
I'll probably just do like a little,
Yep.
a little 9mm six shooter type
Exactly.
situation, like typical archaeologist stuff, like Indiana Jones.
Were you going to say
Emerson
something,
wants to
Emerson?
try and co-opt somebody to go to the hospital and check on the professor. Like, is there, like, I wouldn't
Oh,
send
yeah.
a telegram because I'm sure that that's not going to work.
No,
but
no. You guys
Maybe
could.
he's feeling better.
errand boy, like, I'm sure there's probably some youth or something that does runs or errands.
You could, or I mean, you could go outside and just take, tell everybody, hey, I'm going to take a taxi down to the hospital yourself, and you can go.
If it's
Visit
not
it
crazy
yourself if you
late,
want to.
then, yeah,
It's like
I'd to
like
book that
9
for
o'clock
now.
at night. It's not, and hospitals are open, pretty much not 24/7, but they're you can go there and kind of see people, and especially in the 1920s, they you'd go there and say I'm a friend of so and so, and then let you in a little bit more than today when they need an ID and they need, prove who you are and all that kind of fun stuff.
Then again, 9 o'clock at night is like the dead of night at this time. There's
It
not
is.
a lot of light and electricity, so it's pretty late.
You're
I mean,
in Lima.
People have to get up at
You're in
4
Lima,
a.m.
which is a very large city, and in the 1920s there was electricity. So, yeah, it's not exactly bustling at night like a city today would, but there's light and stuff, and you could definitely go down to the hospital if you wanted to take a taxi. There's taxis driving outside. Things are happening.
All right.
I've got to admit, I'm desperately curious to find out what happened to the professor, and this just isn't sitting right with me. Anyone feel like a trip down to the hospital?
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Me too. I definitely would like to go.
Maybe he's more cohesive now and remembers more.
Yeah, let's hope
Maybe he
it's
can
stabilized.
tell us more about this gay conquistador.
Mm-hmm. The
I'm
real
gonna hang back.
questions.
Emerson spits out his drink.
Wow. Wow.
This guy's asking the real questions.
No, it's probably asking for a friend.
Yeah.
Asking for a
Right.
friend.
Excuse me, Omar. How do you know that person was particularly happy?
Look,
That's true. He might not have enjoyed it.
I
No,
don't
No,
know.
I
that,
mean,
no, no,
back
no.
then, wasn't
Gay
happy.
means
He said he was
happy.
gay.
Yeah.
Oh,
In the
Oh, yeah.
1920s,
Oh.
that's what gay would have meant.
1920s
Right.
gay means
Yeah.
happy.
I see what you're
this
saying.
guy was-
To be
there's
fair, if I liked
Galileo-
men and didn't have to have a woman in my life, I would also be happy.
yeah.
Apparently, this conquistador wanted to kiss. I don't know. I guess he was happy about it, but it's strange. I don't know. Understand conquistadores coming to kiss people.
That's an
Kinda
excellent point,
strange.
sir.
It,
Let's-
it, it
Excellent
makes
point.
go ask
excellent
him.
point. It makes sense. What else would he want to be kissing people if he wasn't happy? Good point. I would like to go to the hospital as well.
Okay. So
Well,
you guys,
family
you guys kinda-
outing.
you got okay. So you all kind of load up into a taxi.
One rickshaw.
This is
Yeah.
the next day.
No,
No,
it's
at
still 8 o'clock at night.
It's
that
still
that
night?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's still that night. Yeah. If you guys want to, I mean, you can wait till the next day. That's fine.
No, if they're open, let's go. Let's not waste any time.
I'm worried
Awesome.
this guy's going to like pass away and then we miss our chance.
Yeah. So you guys get in the you have to take 2 taxis because there's so many of you like going to the hospital, and you get to the hospital.
I think a good taxi.
And you go inside and you're like, there's sort of a lady out in the front that's got, like one of those desks and kind of sees all these people coming in, and she's kind of wide-eyed and bushy-tailed and looks over at you guys like, wow, that's, hello. And basically the only people at the moment, because you don't have, Elias Jackson kind of went to his room and went to sleep. Either Omar or Alejandro can be the spokesperson for the group.
But not both of us.
Seguro que sí.
She says, "Yes,
the
yes,
name
senors. How can I? What are you doing here at the hospital?"
Venimos a ver el profesor. The professor, fire.
Oh.
Well
Mr.
put, sir. Well put.
Mr.
That guy
Nemesio.
was-
Nemesio?
Sí, sí.
El
Ah.
His name is
sí.
Nemesis?
It's Nemesio. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sí,
Okay.
queremos ver el
sorry.
Nemesio.
Nemesio.
Yeah,
Not
it would be
Neme-
Nemesio.
yeah. Nemesio.
Nemesio.
We
Yeah.
know. We know.
Yeah, I'm just too much of a gringo. I'm sorry.
I know. We know. It's okay. It's okay.
Not
Some things
it-
can't be
not
helped.
too not too heavy on the melanin department.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
know. It's
Yeah.
all right.
Nemesio.
Sí, estamos aquí
apologize.
para ver el necio. ¿Dónde está el
Ah.
necio?
She
Somebody
says,
give him a smack on the back of the head.
and she kind of holds up. Everybody else, you see that she holds up like her fingers and says 2. Basically, she's saying, only 2 people at a time, please.
Oh.
Well, I'm definitely
Oh.
going.
Yeah, Emerson says, yep, I'm going to be the one.
Well,
Me no habla español, so I'm gonna-
So it has to be, it has to be
Oh,
Omar.
yeah.
I
that's a good
assume.
point.
Yeah. It has to be Omar then at least.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
Alright,
Oh,
maybe
And
we
then
let
I
the
was
Omar.
Spanish
definitely,
speakers go.
definitely walking thinking it was me, and then you guys stopped me. I guess what I would have
Yeah.
assumed.
Yeah, Omar kind of says, wait a minute. One of us has to speak Spanish.
I'll keep chatting with the hot nurse.
Okay. Yeah, the
Where's
nurse. I didn't say she was a hot nurse, but you can continue to talk to her and Omar and Biggin. Emerson. Then is going to go
Biggins.
inside. Biggins. Yeah, I
Sure.
called you by your last name. You guys go
I mean,
into this room, and
The
he's kind of he's kind of hooked up to an IV, and he's kind of sitting up in his bed, and you walk in there, and he's definitely semi-lucid. The TV is on, and he's kind of like laying there with his eyes kind of half open, half not. It looks like he's got a huge bandage now where Bessie had cut him open. So he
Wait a minute. He has a TV in 1921. This place is fancy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. It's Lima, Peru. It's the biggest hospital in the city.
They're
Fancy.
well off.
They're
He's in
well
the
off.
common
Yeah.
room.
Right, go
Yeah.
on, continue. I'm sorry. You know me. Go ahead.
Yep.
I
Squirrel.
talked to
Yeah. Squirrel.
So, Emerson, what do you want to know?
I thought you were asking me. I'm like, Emerson. I
Oh, he
wasn't
said
the one,
Emer-
but
yeah, sorry, I thought he said
yeah, he
Emerson
said
too.
Emerson. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I don't know. We've got to figure out who this conquistador guy is, what happened, what does he remember? Has he eaten anything strange recently? Does he know what a tapeworm is? I have a million questions.
Okay. I ask. Hey, I try to ask him how does he feel. Are they treating you well here? Did you eat something? This kind of stuff.
He says, I've been good. I had pain, and they gave me medicines, and I feel weird. I've been sleeping on and off through the last few hours.
Listen. What is this about this conquistador? What
Oh my God, the conquistador!
Conquistador.
The conquistador. He came into the room and he kissed me.
What do you mean in the it's
I
like
don't
a friendly
remember.
friend, like seeing a friend or a lover,
No, not like a
or
friend. No. Like Alejandro doing it.
Wow.
Oh no.
What?
What?
Wow.
Sorry, he doesn't know. He doesn't know Alejandro is like that. He
Emerson
says
deleted
Spits the drink out.
like a lover, like a
Amerison
friend,
spits his drink out too.
like
Excellent.
like a mother.
No, he says no. Like, like somebody, barfing in your face.
Ugh.
That's not a kiss.
Well, that sound like a kiss. What are you talking about?
But he was trying to kiss me. His lips opened up like he was kissing me, and then I don't remember anything else. I blacked
Okay.
out after that. But I saw him.
Who is
His
this
eyes.
conquistador? Did he have like this helmet or steel plate? What do you mean a conquistador, man? Conquistadors
Oh.
don't exist since the 1500s. What are you talking about, man?
No, this was he said he was a conquistador.
What's
said,
his name? What's his name? Diego? What's his name?
Oh, no,
Luis
that
de
wasn't it.
Mendoza?
No.
Cabeza de
Mendoza.
vaca.
He said Mendoza.
Luis de Mendoza? You telling
He
me
did not
Luis
say
de
Luis.
Mendoza
He just said Mendoza.
was barfing
had-
in your face? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and he says his eyes were deep blue, looking into my soul.
Taking the spice.
Oh yeah.
And when you guys think back of Luis
my
Mendoza
soul.
sitting across from you, he also had deep blue eyes.
So, am I getting this all translated for me? Like real
Yeah,
time?
yeah. Omar's.
I mean,
You can assume
part of
that
it,
Omar is kind of saying he's turning and saying he said he's blue eyes, a fucking conquistador, spitting in his mouth. So we don't have to go like back and forth on role playing. You know the
Yeah.
translation. Yeah.
So,
Uh,
ask him, like, is he sure that it was Mendoza that kissed him?
He shakes his head like yes. Well,
He nodded.
when you ask him, did Mendoza, and he's like, that's what he said his name was. Like, if you ask him, was it Mendoza from the Hotel España?
Yeah, he's not.
He
going
doesn't
to
know. He has no idea.
Does he know Mendoza's first name at all?
No, he said all he was talking to him. He came in and he goes, my name is Mendoza, and I am here as a conquistador to kiss you, and blah, 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 like flabbered up with his face. I mean, he didn't say
so
exactly
that's what
that,
that little,
Sounds
that's that thing in your
exactly like
stomach came from Mendoza.
but what thing in my stomach?
Okay. They cut
Did I
something
have something
from
in my
your
stomach? I have no idea. I don't remember this.
Did he say he wanted something, or he just wanted to,
He didn't
Kiss
say
you.
that he wanted anything.
Uglies.
What were you doing? Why are you so important? Why would somebody want to come and visit you? Who are you?
Important. I'm a professor. I'm nobody. He was kissing me and then his eyes, oh my god, and he starts freaking out like and like the little machines are like going
Hey, hey,
and he's like and he's starting to like foam is coming out of his mouth and he's like and the nurses are coming in, get out and they're like trying to resuscitate him and he's got like a foam coming out of his mouth and they're trying to suck the foam out with a tube and you guys are kind of like shuffled down the hall. Yep.
I guess we're done here, my friend.
Yeah.
This gets crazy. I was talking about conquistadors kissing him.
I mean, the dude's coding. Is there nothing we can do about it? Like, as they're taking him away, do we, like, he's just foaming? And he's
foaming out of his mouth, and he's kind of like he's freaking out, and they're like all the nurses come in, and they're like, you know,
that's a good idea.
Omar, here's some like 5 cc's of epinephrine, whatever, like some.
Yeah, Omar, offer your best medical advice.
We should check his clothes. It's a good idea. Check his closet or
There
something.
you go.
Yeah, no, they're like shuffling you out of the room, like you guys get out of here, and they're trying to keep him alive. You guys definitely made him think about stuff that he didn't want to think about.
Holy stink.
Yeah. It brought back some bad memories for him, bad juju that he hasn't gotten over yet.
Hold on, let me see. I think I have something here. Hold on. Can I steal a key or something from one of these nurses?
Let's just come back tomorrow, man.
Why not?
I mean, in the 1920s, they didn't really lock a lot of things up. I mean, it wasn't like
Yeah,
today. You know what I mean?
There's no security key cards.
Yeah, there's no like
down to the bed.
Yeah, no, yeah, there's not. Yeah, there's not like that kind of security back, especially in Lima, Peru, in the 1920s.
Man, you were just talking about how upscale and cosmopolitan Lima, Peru
It has a TV,
was.
but not, you know.
Wow, a TV but no keys. I get it. All right.
Listen, it's history adjacent. Okay?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I know you know.
Just checking.
Yeah, so you guys kind of come back out, and everybody's sitting in the waiting room, like anxiously awaiting you guys.
Except
so
for me.
They don't have a key in their pocket, but do they have like a $20 bill or something?
Oh wow!
You know,
A bottle of opioids, maybe that nobody's using.
Do you have a pickpocket or something? Do you have a sleight
Nope.
of hand? Oh shit, dude.
Please tell me they caught him.
Are you gonna spend? Are you gonna spend 39 luck to make that pass or no?
Oh
God.
God.
Dude,
Hey, she was just grabbing
For
me.
sure.
I was grabbing them. Nothing, you know.
Yeah, look how she's dressed. She was asking for it.
Oh my
see?
god! Wow.
That's
Whoa.
I mean,
So-
hey,
So
it's
she like
1920.
It is 1920s, but still.
That's how people talked.
But back then they did, yeah. But my 1920s is more like today's 1920s. You know what I mean? Like it's
2020s.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know. I was just making a joke. I was just backing up. Buddy,
Yeah, just
You were
trying
backing
to
up.
get out of the way.
Yeah, but you're not there. So
yeah.
Omar, you kind of bump into this girl and try to like reach into her pockets, and you realize that you reached a little too far, and like
She bumped into me, you know?
and she's like, "Oh my God, sir!" And she pushes you away, and she's like, "Doctor, get the medical attention! Oh my God, this guy was grabbing something out of my pocket."
You got nothing in your pocket. What we're talking about, you're pulling me out. You know what?
How do you
Let's
know
get
she
out
had
of
nothing in
here.
her pocket?
I was just wondering how you know.
Yeah, right. Roll a yeah, exactly. You're trying to
Because
roll a
he caught foot and
persuasion.
mouth disease.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
I
roll a persuasion to try to persuade
wasn't
your way
taking
out of this.
anything
Yeah.
from her empty pocket that has nothing in it after I checked.
That's a
Oh
lot
my
better.
God.
Wow.
She reaches in her pocket and she goes, "Oh, you're right. I don't. What? Just get out of here. Get out of here."
See, she only
wonder
thought
why
she
he
didn't
said
like
that.
it,
It
and then
was
she
just the
realized.
vape.
Man,
Papers.
dude, that was an extreme success. You like
Lucky
under
as
10,
shit.
like completely bossed that conversation and got yourself out of that.
I don't know what that woman was talking about. Anyway.
So Omar
That was so-
and
that was so good.
Emerson shows
I-
up at the in the front,
That-
and
That was so good. I persuaded the DM I wasn't even trying to steal.
I know you
Wow.
did,
Yeah,
100%,
really.
dude. Yeah. So you guys
We got
get
that.
out
Yeah,
get
we're
outside, and you can kind of talk about everybody else. I'm gonna hit the bathroom while you guys talk about in the waiting room
Reception.
of the hospital. Yeah, sort of. Omar and Emerson comes out, and you see Omar kind of like he's hustling out there, and Emerson's got this look on his face like, what the fuck just happened?
Sure does.
So? What happened?
oh yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
I mean, I'm
Said
getting my information
this
third hand, so
Mendoza-
the dude who translated it should probably give it to you.
This guy said this guy Mendoza tried to kiss him. You know, I don't know what to make of this. And he said Mendoza said he was a conquistador. You know this Mendoza guy with the weird eyes? That guy.
With blue eyes, yeah.
That is such a strange story. We're gonna have to ask Larkin about this.
It's
We're gonna be working
possible
with this
that,
guy.
it's possible his wounds are making him
I think-
imagine things.
Yeah, I don't think he's completely right in his head because he was describing a kiss more like barfing.
No, but
Isn't that what
remember
it's
the
like?
sheet that Trinidad was holding? It talks about a de Mendoza too that was eating people. So it's
Eating
possible
people?
that it's related to. I mean, maybe it's that. It's maybe they're different. The Mendozas. Maybe he's an ancestor of the one that we're meeting with one day to go on the
Confessions of
expedition.
Figueroa. Yeah.
Either way, it's worth looking into.
So it's
Should
about
we just
10
confront
p.m.
them? Should we confront Larkin and Mendoza and see what they say?
I mean, would
Well,
you
no,
admit
the-
that you were barfing down
anything.
another dude's throat?
Mm.
I don't know if
Proudly.
we're going to get a straight answer out of him, but I
No,
don't trust
I
him.
was gonna say Alejandro would be like, hell yes, I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna confess
Yeah.
big time.
He
Proud-
wants to claim. He wants to claim that
baby,
booty.
Proudly.
That's
I
just-
don't think
he's
we have
weird like that.
anything.
Maybe we should get a good night's sleep. We've been through a lot today.
And
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
kind of prep for, we're leaving in like a day or two to the we're going
Today's
on.
Saturday. Yeah,
but-
today's Saturday night, and you're gonna be leaving Monday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have like 2 days to get our rest, and then we're heading out into the jungle, into a temple. And other than my esteemed cameraman here, most of us aren't used to sleeping on the floor in a pile of trash. So maybe
What?
we should. Well, Omar,
What
the
is it?
cameraman.
Talking about, man. I sleep many places, you know. Anyway,
Yeah.
Saturday night, man. What are we doing going to bed? I heard that there's this bar up the street. We should go.
You talked me into it, fine sir. I'll join you.
Not only that, but make sure you keep your receipts.
That
Yeah,
is true. You can always
Right.
you can always submit them. Yeah, don't have to pay for it.
I get reimbursed.
I guess I am a little hungry. Maybe I can go eat.
So you guys going back to Bar Cordano, which is the bar
Emerson's
in
going to bed.
Bar Cordano is the bar that's inside the Hotel of
The
España
nice one.
with where Mendoza and Larkin are staying.
Clean water,
Sure.
flushing toilets.
I guess the one in the fine. You want to do
Wait.
the hotel? Fine, okay.
Did you say
you know.
Mendoza is staying there? I thought he was staying in a separate hotel.
No, Mendoza and Larkin are staying in the same hotel.
Oh, well, let's go
We
knock
are
on his door and
staying-
see if he's awake.
We are staying in a different hotel.
Yeah, you guys are
Yeah.
staying in a different hotel than them. You're at Moray,
Oh.
and they're at the Hotel España.
Yeah, I'm just going to bed.
Fucking ever since like I
Wow.
don't want to go to sleep.
I'm not going to another hotel.
You've been like driving and pushing us all night, and then like, okay.
Yeah, and then
all
you're
of a
just gonna
sudden-
slip into sleep.
Next
Yeah,
day.
he's like, all right, let's go to bed.
Well, you know, Omar is, what's that word? Hold on. Let me check my traits again.
It is 10 o'clock getting to be 11 o'clock. Do you guys want to go back to the bar, go to the hotel, maybe knock on the door, or do you want to go to bed?
Omar is a hedonist, so he's definitely going to the bar.
All right. There's some bar people in here. Omar says,
He's
"Fuck
gonna
this."
figure out somebody's paying, I'm drinking.
Gotcha.
Virginia's going to bed, I think.
Virginia goes to bed.
Well, I'll go to bed as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the bar with Omar.
This entire
Okay.
time I've been studying
And-
the symbols, but I will probably just go to the bar for a nightcap and then
And then
hit the
pass
gate.
out. Yeah, you guys will have to
Also-
walk down the street after you get done with the bar because it's like 3 blocks over from your hotel.
Also, I think the nurse that I met at the hospital said she was gonna meet me here when her shift was over.
Totally
Gotcha.
heard that too.
Wow.
She gave me her number.
He
Yeah, her
probably-
shift is
he
over at
probably
8
made it up. He probably
8
made it up.
a.m. Yeah, exactly. She's the night shift, so
She
When
gave me her
When
number
I-
and said,
when I tried to grab into this
Her
nurse's
number? You're the
pocket-
one saying number after giving Emerson shit about TVs. They don't have
yeah,
phones.
exactly.
"Hey, if they have TVs, they have phones, guys. Phones.
They
were
have
before
phones, but
TVs.
people don't have phones. Like you don't have a
No,
phone.
no, no,
you don't
no.
have a number.
When I grabbed into this nurse's pocket, I left my room number. That's what I
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's how you got out of it. You're like, look in your
There you
pocket.
go.
I left my room number. I was just trying to get to know you better. She's like, oh, okay.
Oh, I like it.
Yep, that
I don't like
that
it,
works.
I don't like it.
You don't want to know about it. Yep. So yeah, you guys go out and party as much as you want all night, and the eventually the nurse shows up, and you guys have a great time, and then pass out.
Awesome.
And she takes your wallet when you do.
Typical male.
Yeah, they couldn't do much else.
okay.
They got too wasted. They passed out.
That's the guy.
Speaking from
This
experience,
guy,
Diana?
what I'm saying, there's a fire. There's
Too
a
bad I missed
fire. There's worms coming. This guy's talking about conquistador. Look, crazy guy.
Oh, geez.
Hey, conquistadores! Can you believe that
Conquistadores
shit?
coming. What a
Wow.
crazy guy, but
Wow. Wow.
Hold
Okay.
on, I was-
So you guys wake up in the morning, and Omar and Alejandro for the rest of the day have a penalty dice for any rolls. They have a headache, a splitting headache. They were up all night partying. What are you guys going to do on Sunday then?
Worth it.
prepare for the trip the next day.
Party
Okay.
again.
So are you guys basically going to just kind of like let everything kind of roll over from the 20th of the 20th Sunday into Monday and get ready to just leave the area?
I don't trust this Mendoza guy and kind of want to see what he's up to. So if I can,
Do you want to do that Sunday or you want to do that Sunday night? Monday morning you're supposed to show up and all leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And
I
but
mean,
what?
I've already got all my supplies and stuff ready to go. We got that sorted out already.
Yep.
Like we gave the list or whatever it was that we had to do to get the stuff.
But what is
I think
your
Emerson's
plan?
going to try and like post up outside the hotel and see if he can keep watch to see if Mendoza leaves or does anything suspicious.
Okay.
So like I'm not going to be like in his hotel and like watching his room, but I'll be outside the
Yep.
hotel watching the entrance.
Gotcha. Anybody else going to go with Emerson or kind of do your own thing or like just do a normal thing through the day, eating, drinking, sleeping, getting ready for Monday, or what's everybody
I don't know
else's
if I want to
feel?
be alone with Emerson. He has creepy eyebrows.
Wow.
He's got a better mustache than eyebrows, but
Dude,
won't be
don't even
the,
start. I have the best mustache. Come on.
Well, we don't want to be
Nah.
the whole gang there because then we won't be
Mm.
inconspicuous and we might be noticed by them.
I think
if
I
we're
felt
tracking them.
a connection, intellectual connection with Ezekiel. So I think I probably see where he's headed. Ezekiel, are you staying at the hotel or?
Well, before I answer that, did I learn anything from what I studied?
no, definitely not. No.
Okay, so probably
We're
not gonna
headed
stay in the
out.
hotel. I'm probably gonna go search from literature, see if I
You
can
you
make
can
any
go to
sense.
the local. There's a huge like library in Lima, Peru that you can go there and try and do some research. Look back at Tiwanakan designs and information and
Culture.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
culture.
I will too.
I'll definitely go with
I'm
Ezekiel.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
I'm
going to
gonna
the
go ahead and
library.
do that. But
Okay.
I kind of want to make sure. No, we already put away all the artifacts, right? They're all secure and everything, right?
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
Virginia
I
has it
have-
wrapped up and put away.
It's in my bag.
Okay, good.
And,
So
and
yeah, that's
Virginia,
what I want to do.
Are
and
you going to
Ezekiel,
continue to carry that around with you wherever you go, Virginia, or are you going to leave it in the room, like hidden somewhere?
Oh, that's a very
It's
good
kinda-
question
it's
because it does
super
weigh
heavy.
20 pounds.
Yeah,
He's not asking for any particular reason.
I know, right?
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, you know.
Virginia, does anyone know that you have that in your room? If you decide to leave it there,
Just us.
just us. Okay.
As far as I know, it's just us.
And the old gypsy lady.
That
Oh, just
that
lady.
Alexandra slept
Maybe
with.
we
what?
should maybe we should swap rooms in case anybody followed you.
I'm pretty sure it's not Gypsy anymore.
Well, in those days.
Okay,
Come
yeah,
on, dude, it's
I hide it.
1920.
I hide it in Bessie's room.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
we swap in case anybody
Swap
followed
rooms,
us.
yep, so that way
Swap-
they won't.
swap.
Yep.
Everybody
gypsies.
guessing.
Yeah, if somebody's trying to follow Virginia, they actually
Yeah,
will
And
find.
very secretly
Okay.
swap it. Just in
Okay.
case,
Alright.
somebody does go in my room and ransack it, trying to find it.
Yeah,
After the library, we should
you guys
get
are
ready
you
for
guys
our
are on the
turn.
same floor, and you're just kind of like one room after the other, so it's like really easy for you guys to kind of like, okay, look, you take yours here, I'll put my bags, put it over here, and you guys do that early in the morning because you went to bed early, so you don't feel like Alejandra and Omar. So you guys are able to
Yeah,
wake up early on Sunday
We hide
and
it
kind of swap.
underneath her bed, but we try to stick it to the bottom of our bed or something.
Okay, yeah, there's the old beds had sort of these
Ooh,
metal
you know what,
springs, and you're able to like kind of slide it in between the springs and
and the
Nice.
mattress. Yeah.
yeah. You guys hide it pretty good, and you head
Alright.
off to the library with Ezekiel.
Awesome.
So that is everybody but Emerson, Omar, and Alejandro. Are you guys all kind of sticking together at the hotel?
No, Emerson's
Omar-
post watch outside of.
Yeah, but are the other two going to post watch with you, or what are they doing?
Oh, I don't know what they're doing.
Omar is like in the hotel pool, one of these inflatables with a cigar in his mouth.
And then like
Just
middle of the day,
living the
he's
big
got
life.
that hangover, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go fucking take a nap. And yeah, okay, you're just like
Yeah,
literally chilling.
okay. I'm at the
It's-
pool with a pina colada, getting
This
a
is
suntan.
such
with
I don't know
Omar.
if this train of thought is also very Puerto Rican, but it like in Latino culture, when you
Yeah.
have a hangover, one thing that you can do to make the hangover easier is drink a beer first
Yep.
thing in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's
That's what I'm
very much
saying.
ingrained in
Hair,
Latino
hair
culture.
hair of the dog.
Yeah, that's what
Ah.
I'm saying. I'm sipping on a
Definitely did
pina
that.
colada, getting a suntan. I'm on a lounge chair while he's swimming. I'm tanning and sipping.
I'm not swimming. I'm
In
literally
Colombia,
just laying on
Colombia
Well,
that
the
is
you're-
called,
you're
in Colombia
floating.
that is called equalizing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
I'm gonna have. I need an extreme success from Virginia, Ezekiel, or Bessie on library roll.
Extreme success.
I think it's a library roll. Yes, it is. Yeah. Library
And
use.
I do have that skill. So let's see.
Extreme success. It's only one of us, or
All three of you can roll it. Yep.
okay.
Okay.
That's a fail.
I have mega library.
Yeah, that's not me.
Library use.
That's a regular success. You can spend 19 to make an extreme, but that's
Oh,
hard.
damn.
But yeah, so you guys basically look this stuff up all day long, pulling books out, sitting in the library, like, oh my god, do you see this? Oh wow, that symbol looks like this. Oh no, wait a minute, that's not a V, that's an A, that's more like a W almost, or an M or something. Okay, yeah, that's not this. And so you guys kind of like, yeah, you do this like all
So
day.
we find
research.
a bunch of references, but nothing.
Yeah,
that
nothing
ties it
concrete or
together.
nothing that really gives you more information than what you already have.
That is
So
Really
in
not a very
other
good
words,
library.
in other words, you for all your efforts, you guys really didn't contribute more than me and Omar did.
That's right.
Yeah. No,
right?
yeah,
Is what you're
yeah.
saying? Is what you're
That's
saying?
right.
If
So
you
But-
really
that-
want to see it, sure.
They did a lot of research and they
Yeah,
got some good
no, I
information.
get it. They
Yeah.
they spent a lot of
They
energy.
discarded
and
a bunch of options.
They exactly. They found out a lot of solutions that did not work.
Right.
Okay.
Which actually was more
Alright.
than just resting from a hangover. But
Well, I also flirted with the cocktail waitresses.
that's true. And in the
You
morning
flew the
she got
cock-
off the not that way. She got off of work from the hospital and came over and saw you early in the morning when you're kind of like still out of it, Alejandro, the girl from
the
the
nurse.
hospital.
Yeah.
And you guys kind of
She's
had breakfast
totally
and a
into
coffee,
me.
and she's ready to go to sleep, and she gives you, her address and kind of keep in touch, whatever. Write me,
Oh,
because obviously it's not give me a call. She doesn't
What's
have a
her name?
phone. Her name is. Let's see, what is her name?
It's made out of that.
I thought she said it's
Yeah.
Anna.
You
It's
just said it was Leslie.
it's Camila.
Camila. Okay. How tall is she?
Camila.
What color are her eyes?
Write that down in your. They're like a hazel, but more green. They're kind of like a very deep
Ah.
green.
Ooh, that
Yeah.
is rare for a Peruvian lady.
I'm
Yeah,
into
Just
yeah.
that.
saying.
Yeah, she's got some mix of something in there,
She's a mutt.
but it's quite a nice green.
And I
eyes.
asked her, "Do you have any Argentinian in you?"
If you're asking to say that, would you like to? I think we just started to get to know each other, and she kind of like at that moment she just kind of like she had given you her address and all this stuff, and she goes, "If you're asking because of this," and then she
No,
steps up
no.
and kind of like walks out.
It was
Oh,
an
he
odd.
knows his audience.
Oh,
Wow.
I know what you were asking, my dude.
She probably just asked like, "Hey,
Oh,
let me
yeah.
just add."
She's
let
like,
me just
"Wait a
add
minute."
To the address. Let me just add to the address. Give me back the paper, and just crumples the paper and just takes it away.
And
Uh huh.
it was
Uh-huh.
it was an honest question, man.
You flew too close to the sun,
You
my
did.
child.
You did. You have shot your potential with Camilla there by saying
Wow,
what you did
yeah.
because she knew
No,
exactly where you were
yeah.
going. She
My
knows
dear
your type.
Icarus.
As opposed to shooting what you wanted to shoot.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Whoa.
she's like, I know your type and that mustache, and yes, and she just kind of leaves.
mustache.
That-
Em-
Much.
Emerson, you're
Just
standing in
blanks.
front of the hotel, and you got there pretty early. You went to sleep early, so you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go post up early and watch for Larkin or Mendoza to leave their room. It's probably maybe 7 a.m. You like went and had coffee. You're used to waking up early and kind of early bird gets the worm and going and seeing all these people and debunking whatever the hell that they're talking about. And you're standing in front of the hotel. And sometimes you walk into the hotel and you walk around the lobby, and you're not just standing in one place. You're trying to be inconspicuous. Why don't you roll a spot hidden for me?
A spot hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Skills spot hidden.
Ooh. Oh, regular success. So your spot hidden is fucking great, dude.
It is pretty good.
Fucking
Isn't it?
90, dude. Yeah. You're 100% sure that walking around the hotel and standing out front and really checking it out, you have not seen all, like, it gets to be like lunchtime and you're ready for some like meal, something to eat. So you go into the hotel, you go into the Bar Cortano, which is right next to it, and you've been watching everything. You order like a sandwich, but then you keep like walking through I assume you just stay there all day, and is that
People
correct?
watch.
Yeah, but
and
you're staying there all day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get a
I
sandwich.
occupy my mind with philosophical
You get like
ideas.
a coffee to go or a tea to go or whatever the case may be. You don't see Larkin or Mendoza all day long, and it gets to be like 6 p.m. and you still haven't seen them.
Interesting.
If it gets that late,
It starts to get dark outside.
I'm assuming none of the other party comes like gets bored with their stuff.
No, yeah,
Oh,
Alejandro
okay,
and
okay.
Ezekiel, Omar, they're basically chilling all day long. Now, Bessie, Virginia, and Ezekiel, once you guys get done with the library closes at 5 p.m. and you're kind of shuffled out. What do
Yeah.
you guys do after that?
Go through a checklist to make sure that I have everything I need for a trip.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Just
I go-
getting ready.
I go to the hotel to check up on the rest of the team, and I guess
Well, you-
I noticed that Emerson isn't back.
Emerson's
so
not at the hotel. Yeah, you go knock on his door. He's not there. You go look. Omar's in the pool, fucking chilling. Alejandro's like sad in the bar in your hotel.
Wait, why am I
Yeah,
sad? I
I,
mean, it's,
Come over
oh my god, why is he
here.
still drunk?
Yeah. No, we're
Anyway.
not drunk. Come on, we've drank
No,
yesterday.
he's just having
Today
dude.
it's just
Omar's
like,
having a great
Come
time in the pool, dude. He's
Wow.
like, fuck yeah,
Come over
let's
here,
do it.
Virginia. Come
So,
on.
Just,
I don't know, guys.
just
I'm
so you
worried
know,
about
I'm not-
Emerson.
What about him?
Well, he might need help. He's not here.
He's not here. What are you talking about? Okay, he starts getting up and
Oh, you
Getting
can
out.
stay here. I'm gonna go see at the hotel, see if he's there.
Don't let my worry interrupt your good time.
hey, if there's trouble,
We don't know
I'll
there's
help
trouble.
out.
Omar, do you drink this much often?
What are you
Because-
talking about? I haven't drank anything today.
as often as I
Oh.
can.
I see.
I'm gonna take a quick whiff at the the airs and see if I can smell the alcohol from the waft.
Well,
It
it
might not
does
have
explain, if you do drink like that, it does explain your awkward look. I mean, alcohol does do a lot of harm to skin.
Everybody says I
Wow.
have a baby face. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's why he's got those like
Roasted the poor
he's
guy.
he's got bags under his eyes. He doesn't. He's not looking all that great. He
No.
drinks way too much.
Since I'm not from the area, I'm going to find someone that can help me determine what things I'm going to need to go into the jungle around here. Hopefully I'll
You've had quite
I'll
a few
ask
days to
around.
do that, but okay.
Excuse
Do
me.
you want me to help you with it, or do you want to go at it on your own?
No, I would love the help. Absolutely, Ezekiel. Thank you. I just want to know what kind of equipment I should take with me.
And I basically just go to my little whatchamacallit,
You need
like
a
a
mat-
little journal, I have like a sketch pad where I just record like the stuff that I usually carry
kinda write-
around,
write
like
normal
for an
stuff down.
expedition. Yeah, so I just basically share with her like some of the items that I use for my own expeditions and see if anything piques her interest
If
for her to
that
get on her own.
all right. Is
Let's just make sure we bring enough water.
Yeah, so okay, so I basically just go like, okay, so you
One of
Be
the
right
things.
back, guys. Just two
take a
quick minutes. I'll
canteen,
be
I
right
take
back.
a compass.
Ezekiel, just so you know, as well as Bessie, Larkin, when he originally talked to you, he did say that like some of the normal things like water, tents, blankets, saddlebags, shovels, digging equipment, lanterns,
Food.
dried food, stuff like that is going to be provided by him as part of the expedition. So from that perspective, basic tarps, tents, saddlebags, shovels, blah, blah, blah. You don't have to worry about that. What you want to worry about is whatever you have to worry about.
and we can buy anything that's
In that
reasonable
case-
and keep the receipts, correct?
Yes, and Larkin will give you your cash back. Whenever you see him tomorrow, we don't have to role play that. You like say, here's the receipt, and he gives you like cash, right? So
This is
effectively
so
it
much
doesn't.
better than my usual arrangements that it is a per diem, so I am happy.
This is the list I put on the Call of Cthulhu, the list of things that I go around shopping for.
Okay. Yep. Sounds
Okay,
good.
Thank you, ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
Just to declare my intent before
the
we.
tent is the one thing that you don't have to get because that's going to be provided by
Correct. Okay.
yeah, as well as rations and food, right? Food you don't have to worry about.
Okay.
So in that case,
Sorry,
Olmo fills
Emerson?
his water skin with rum.
You can do that because he's not going to bring alcohol.
Emerson's got a big old flask full of pure ethanol.
There you go. Hey, if you guys going to bring your own drinks, that's something that he's not going to bring. He's only going to
Well,
bring.
I don't think the ethanol is going to be good for drinking.
Well, I mean,
It's
in
got
a
all kinds
pinch.
of uses, but yeah.
In a
It's,
pinch, you could
that's
drink
one of
out
the uses.
ethanol. I
You
mean,
could. You could.
it depends on how rough the day
I don't
is.
feel like seeing. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So-
If you don't mind not seeing.
Yeah. So Emerson, if it gets to like 6, 7 when the sun starts going down,
No.
if I haven't seen Larkin or de Mendoza at all,
No.
nobody else has shown up at the hotel, nothing suspicious has happened, I will go investigate with the front desk to see if anyone's left any notes or picked up anything or ordered room service, like any food or anything to the room, or if they've noticed them leaving. And failing no information there, I will go knock on.
Okay, you kind of walk up to the
But
front.
I
Go
get
ahead.
to the hotel. I'm going to join him, like, because
Okay.
the library closes at 5. So
yeah,
by
no,
6 o'clock, I'm probably like scouting the Cardano and trying to figure out where Emerson is.
Oh no! Before Emerson goes, wow, it's getting dark outside, and what the fuck is going on? Before he goes to start doing his stuff, Virginia, you kind of show up and see Emerson. He had just bought like the last sandwich to get like a little snack at the evening, and he's kind of walking out in the front. And you guys kind of connect to each other before Emerson goes to do what he just said he was going to do.
Perfect. I'll outline my master plan.
So you go up to the front of the hotel, and there's this Hotel España. There's this lady. She goes, "Hello, my name is Petrolina," and she it's broken English, right? She's not speaking like 100% English, but because she runs the hotel, she goes, "This is my hotel, and how can I help you? You what did you say your name was? Emerson?"
Nope. My name is Alexandro.
Oh, Alexandro. What can I help you with, Mr. Alexandro?
Have you any notes or messages or telegrams come in for a Mr. Larkins or de Mendoza?
I know Mr. Larkin and de Mendoza are in room 455 and 456. Let me see. And she starts shuffling through the her paperwork, and I don't see any messages for them. No.
Emerson winks at Virginia. Oh, we've heard that there should be something very important coming, a package or a note or something.
She then looks underneath her, like it looks like she might have been looking at where telegrams might come in, and then she looks like behind her is this big thing that looks like each room and boxes or envelopes that are stuck in the thing so that people would come and get their stuff. And she's like, "Oh, I don't see anything for either one of them, and I haven't seen any one of them either, all day, to be honest with you."
Has any room service or food or anything been ordered up there?
She pulls open she's got like a little thing that like a bunch of receipts are stacked on, and she's kind of like flipping through them, and she goes, Mr. Larkin's room, it looks like he ordered, I don't know if it would be lunch or dinner. He ordered some food around 3 p.m. But Mendoza, the room next to him, no, nothing.
Great. Okay. Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Can she tell us what room they're in?
She did
say what room they were in.
430.
Wow, security's really lax here.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
436, 437 or whatever. Yeah, I forget what the numbers are, but basically they're beside each other on the 4th floor.
I'll like link arms with Virginia and sort of like head away from the desk so we can talk somewhere else.
Yeah, no, yep. You guys kind of like shuffle off beyond the desk, out front, off to the side, away from prying eyes and prying ears.
So I haven't seen either of these guys all day, and I've been super diligent. I've been keeping an eye out. Nobody's come out that I've seen. They haven't left the hotel. I've been walking around the lobby every once in a while.
Okay.
Nothing. And if only
then-
Larkin has ordered food, de Mendoza might be out somewhere. I say we check his room first, and failing that, we give Larkin a shot, because if it was 3 p.m., that's... is our clock around? I assume I can check the time somewhere. Yeah, so...
well, we
like,
didn't ask if they left yesterday, because yesterday is when the conquistador fed on the professor.
that's a good point. Maybe we could check with her to see if she was working yesterday and knows if she saw him
And-
come or go.
And what if Mendoza is in his room right now and he hasn't come out because he's so well fed? What if he
Well-
is a cannibal?
Listen, there's no
Uh,
such thing as like... Well, I guess there are real cannibals, but I can't see it happening.
That was a pretty cool, like, well, now that you mention it.
Well, now that you mention it, there's probably people that eat people, but
But I actively disbelieve.
Probably not this guy.
yeah, come on, we know this guy. It can't be him.
It's Larkin that funded the expedition, not de Mendoza, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yep.
Correct.
And also,
okay.
what you probably don't remember, but I'll kind of remind you that when you guys were sitting with De Mendoza, he was really like stink eyeing Elias Jackson.
Oh,
And when you first showed up, not only that, but Larkin also. You guys were like, "There's something funky in the air," but Larkin
Yeah,
smelled
I slammed my fist on the table and told him to cut the shit and tell us the
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah, and Larkin was yes, and but also Larkin was smelled really like heavy perfume, like heavy cologne, heavy. He was like sprayed from head to toe, but there was also this like funky smell in the air.
funky as in like rot.
Mm.
I had
Bessie
people
wouldn't
roll,
know.
and they didn't make the roll, so they're not.
Oh,
It was kind of funky.
Got it.
Yeah, but I do remember not liking anyone.
The perfume was
smelling
kind of hiding
better
that
than
funk,
me.
so you couldn't really tell what the funk was. I got the funk.
Okay.
I got the funk.
All right. So if
So
you'd
what are
like
you guys
to
doing? Yeah.
check with the front desk to see if they saw de Mendoza leave or come back yesterday, I'm cool with that. Otherwise, I say probably
Okay.
go check
Yeah.
out de Mendoza's room first and then Larkin's.
So we go back to Petronella, and I tell her, we're just really worried about our friend De Mendoza.
Oh, hi,
Um,
hi, Virginia. Yes.
And yeah, and we like to bring him maybe like some food
Hi.
or something. And do you know if he even left his room yesterday? We're really worried about him
Are you
now.
talking about Larkin?
Mendoza.
Oh, Mendoza. I think he did leave his room yesterday. Yes. Probably around 9 a.m. And I haven't seen him since. Actually, now that you're thinking about it.
Oh, okay. Huh.
I didn't see
Well, I
him come
hope
in
he's
last night, but I
okay.
mean, I go to sleep at like 5 p.m. So I don't stay the night shift.
Yeah.
And my night shift worker, he's not here yet. He'll be here later if you want to talk to him. I'm about to go off and go to sleep myself.
Okay.
It's getting kind of late.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much, Miss
Ah.
Petronella.
You're so sweet, my dear. And she like touches your hand and then goes on to the next customer.
I do leave her my card and let her know that she can get
You're
a
not
3%
there.
discount
You're not there?
on the first
Yep.
$5. Okay.
You're crying that you
Emulating Alexandro offers her a 3% discount.
It's just
yeah.
I was
he's-
AFK for a
just,
sec, so I didn't know I
he's
wasn't
sitting
there.
in the bar, like sad about what he did and upset Camilla, and
Mhm.
his potential girlfriend was slipped through his fingers like the rest of them.
Wow.
Once again,
know-
foiled by himself.
Yes,
I-
exactly. Foiled
You
by
know
his
what?
own...
I didn't say that. That's what I was saying. I was
His
asking out of
greatest
like.
enemy is himself.
The greatest enemy is
I was asking out
Alejandro
of-
himself.
genuine
be right back.
curiosity if maybe she had some Argentine in her.
You definitely need a wingman.
Yep,
Okay,
yes, he does.
so
Are you
I think
volunteering?
we need to go check out. We need to go check out the Mendoza's room then.
I think it makes sense to go for De Mendoza first,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
check
it does, because
Alejandro.
he's probably not even there. It sounds like.
I hope not. Maybe we can find out something like more details about the pyramid or that farmer, or like we got very little.
So you guys go up to his room.
Petronella is single.
His room is closed and locked.
This freaking guy.
So I try to lockpick it
Okay. Roll a
with
lockpick
one
roll.
of my bobby pins.
Oh, hard success. Oh, you got a
Is
pretty
there a
high
lockpick
locksmith.
skill?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
locksmith.
is.
Yeah, locksmith.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, Virginia kind of pulls out her bobby pin and kind of like pulls off the little rubber ends and or like the hair bobby pin thing, and pulls off the little rubber ends and kind of like bends the next one, sticks it in there, and kind of like wiggle.
Emerson's like, you're never going to get this.
And then the door like opens.
He spits his drink out.
Dude, that's the best thing is Emerson, no matter where he is, when he freaks out, he spits his drink out, even if he doesn't
It
have
just-
one.
and
It
he
magically
always has a
evaporates.
drink.
It just
yeah, that's
happens.
the best
Yeah,
part.
No,
That's
it just
what
happens.
I like.
So yeah, you kind of crack this door open and you look inside, and there is. I'm going to show you a picture of the room.
Oh
A
shit,
pris-
he planned this.
A pristine.
I'm not off the script.
No, yeah, definitely not. There is a crystal clear, clean room. That bed looks like probably from the day that it was prescribed. The sheets are clean. They haven't been crinkled. There's not much anywhere that looks like it's personal effects, at least that you can see, with your naked eyes.
No luggage.
No luggage, no clothes, no. There's nothing. Nothing that you can see from where you're at. I don't know if you're doing anything else besides, you're basically you open that door and you kind of see this.
Okay, I look under the bed and I make sure there's nothing in there. Kind of like I hid the ward. Make sure there's nothing hiding anywhere.
Roll a spot hidden.
Sorry. Before we do that,
No.
I want to caution Virginia. Like, he may have put something here to check if we broke in or anything. So watch for like a hair hanging off of a
Emerson.
door hinge.
Oh
or-
boy,
Roll
I know
spot
that.
hidden.
Yeah. So I'm very
Emerson
careful.
talks about that and he looks around. So Emerson, you roll a spot hidden,
Those are Boy
and
Scout
Virginia, you
tricks.
roll a spot hidden.
That's
I didn't
a
do-
spy
Emerson, you're
check,
looking around the
actually.
door to see if maybe he put a piece of tape or a piece of string or wow, hard success.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. That was sleight of hand. You need to do spot hidden.
Oh.
Yeah,
Whoops.
wrong skill.
Whoopsies.
No, but it's still a 15.
It's still a 15.
Oh,
It's still
a
that one's a
15.
17. Just as good, but that's a regular success. Do you want to spend 5 to make it a hard success? You don't know what the other.
Yeah, I'll spend 5. I'll spend
Okay.
5. I'll do it.
Mike's hard success.
Okay.
So I'm gonna reduce my luck by
So-
5.
I'll go with Emerson first. Emerson is like looking around the door and like, what is there? Like tape here? There's a string. Like maybe there's something here. And you did make a success, and you 100% see that and you kind of go over by the window and double check it. It doesn't seem that there's anything here, like a piece of tape or something that would say like, oh, somebody came in here and I didn't want them to, because you're like, I've done this before. I know what I'm looking for, and you look for it and you don't see it.
Okay.
On the other hand, Virginia, she's kind of like, okay, while you're looking for that, she kind of like crawls up underneath the bed and like looking like, I hid stuff under here before. And she sees a a piece of gold kind of glinting from her eye in between two springs. And she kind of reaches up and pulls it out. And on the front
It's a good
of
idea to pull out.
yeah, definitely. On the front of it, you guys see sort of this.
And
This
then
is
there's a
not the
claymore.
same as what we had before.
No, this is definitely not. And you kind of turn it over and look around, like you look around it, and the front of it looks very awesome. The back of it looks interesting in and of itself.
I think it's a clue, guys.
You're not there.
Oh, sorry.
What?
That's the best way you keep him.
Yeah, we just got to keep him. Yeah, keep him corralled, man.
What kind of a guy
you-
doesn't have any
You're
luggage
wallowing in self-pity. Shut
but
up.
leaves this?
I'm not.
You're
I'm having fun
right,
at the pool.
Emerson. What kind of say that again, Emerson?
I said, what kind of a guy keeps no luggage, an immaculate room, and leaves this hidden in it?
That's a really good question.
Yeah. It's something that I might do, but I have luggage. Yeah, this is extremely weird.
I've
Very
got to
weird.
admit, I
Do you
can't tell
really
how
look
much
over
this is
this
worth
this golden
from-
mask,
Yeah.
Virginia?
Yeah, I mean, I want to put it in my bag.
No, we can't take it. He'll
Are
know
you
we're
gonna
here.
look
He's going to be suspicious.
Are you going to look it over, or are you just going to shove it in your pocket and not look at it right now?
Eat it.
Because
You know,
there's some
Emerson,
like the back of it's
I
kind
really
of
wanna take it.
glinting. It's like a special. It's like there's something on the back of it as well as on the front, sort of along that lip on the bottom is some symbols and such.
Okay, so I guess I pull out my sheet of paper and pencil from earlier,
Yep.
and I kind of like I try to draw it, and if it's not successful, then I do like
Let's take
a
imprint.
rubbing
Yes,
of it
exactly,
or something.
yeah.
Okay, gotcha. And you turn it over on the back and look at the back, like look at it and stuff.
And I do the same thing. I try to like make a stamp.
Okay. You make a stamp of it and you turn it over on the back and you're kind of like looking into it to see if there's any symbols or anything like that. And it looks really like almost like a gold polish that you've never seen before. It's very smooth and it's almost like the gold is starting to like shimmer and move. Can you? And Emerson's kind of like over your shoulder looking at it too, like, oh wow, what the fuck is that? I want you both to make a power roll for me.
Oh god.
Do that.
Where do I
I was
see that?
AFK for a minute. My
It's
mom
on
needed
your.
me.
It's on your. What is that, Mayam?
If it was, while they do that, I was AFK for a minute. My mom needed me, and I got a little lost. Am I there?
No, you're not.
Okay. All right. Just check.
Oh, you
We're
both failed.
We're
Okay.
getting the camping supplies.
I'm gonna spend 7 luck. I'm gonna spend 7 luck.
I'm going to
How
spend
about-
my 2 luck because 2 luck's not such a big deal.
Okay.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to roll that. How do
No,
I edit
it's okay.
this?
So what you want to do is just click on it and type the
Oh, I
new
got it.
number. Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
Got it.
Yeah,
So
I got
I've only
my
been
headset
rolling
in.
high.
yeah. So you guys kind of make this power check, and the good thing is that you did make that power check. It almost feels like this golden mirror is like the front is just that mask, and it's got some symbols, and you've sketched it on your paper. But when you turn it over, it looks like a mirror, and the mirror kind of like looks like almost water, and it's like smooth and moving around. It's a good thing that you guys made the success rolls. And it's kind of like smooth and moving around, and then all of a sudden it almost like pulls you in. When that happens, Virginia, you are standing in a room all of a sudden, and you see that there's
Is somebody snoring?
I think
Turin
Serge-
has fallen
Serge-
asleep.
Turn and fall asleep.
That was some serious snoring, dude. I've got that on the stream and on record.
There is no denying it now.
No,
my
there's no
guy.
denying it now. I got it, bro.
I'm embarrassed to be related to him.
That was a serious
Is that
snore.
Aaron?
I think he's still snoring. Yeah.
That is sure.
Look, if we all be quiet.
Hey, yo, wake up.
Yeah, I was like, is somebody's dog growling? Is what I
Yeah,
first
it's
thought.
not-
I thought it was a
sure it's a
dog growling
dog.
too, but
Yeah,
then,
like a dog
but then
pulling on
it
a
was
toy
kinda
or something.
yeah, it was. Oh
It
yeah,
was
there
too,
it goes
too
again.
rhythmic.
There it goes again. Yep.
Distracting.
Oh, yeah,
It was
no.
so distracting. I'm standing in the kitchen and I have no idea why.
No, that is definitely okay. Turin. You know what I'm gonna?
Wow,
I'm gonna
too
have
many
to do
drinks,
this so
buddy.
that it. Yeah, exactly. He had too many drinks. He's sitting in the pool. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the RPG 2 so he doesn't snore on the stream for too long, and then hopefully he wakes up and comes back. There we go, Turin. Sorry about that, buddy. Yeah. that was awesome. Yeah,
He was
that
like, oh, okay, my character goes to sleep.
yeah, no, exactly.
He's just role playing, guys.
He is. He's sleeping in the pool. He's sleeping off that fucking hangover,
he's
man.
role playing.
Yeah. No. So, Virginia, you're sitting in the back of a room, and you got sucked into this mirror, and it just kind of like bounces you into the corner of this room. And you see this guy huddled over. There's a small man. It's probably, all of about 5.5 foot tall, huddled over in the corner, and he's like feverishly painting this. He's got like a canvas in front of him. He's got watercolors all over him, and he's just like, he's got a paintbrush, and he's whipping that stuff, and he's just like writing it all over the place and painting something. And you like walk up to him and like peek over his shoulder, and it's the most weird, apocalyptic, crazy landscape that you've ever seen being painted on this canvas as you kind of like blink, and then you're back in the room. Emerson, you also kind of come over to that thing, and as the gold kind of like shimmers and moves and whatever, you kind of like you're kind of sucked into this vision where you're running through these dark tunnels, and you're taking a left and then a right and then a left and then a right, and these tunnels that just seem to go on forever. And there's like, you can hear this roaring and cries from like lions and bears and tigers. Oh my!
Sorry, what does it sound like?
Just like
okay.
that.
Sorry,
Yeah.
got it that time. Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you got that. And yeah, it something's roaring and coming up behind you, and you're like running faster and faster and faster, and you kind of like trip and fall down on your face, and when you like kind of lift your face up, you're standing next to Virginia back in the room.
Eyes wide, I just kind of like shifty-eyed left and right, like towards Virginia
What
and towards
the
the
fuck
thing. Like,
just happened?
yeah, I'm not saying anything out loud. I'm just like,
The mirror is almost calling you both to look into it again. Do you?
But then we have to roll for power again.
I put my hand
I
out
think
and
we
I
should
cover
put
it.
this back here.
You've
it
got
back
kind of a
in
sick
here.
stomach. You're it's almost like you went on a roller coaster ride like 10, 12, 15 times, and you're just like, you're dizzy and you kind of feel sick to your stomach.
Yeah, I put my hand out and I cover it, and I turn to Virginia and I say, like, did you get the rubbings that you need? You're confident you have all the details that we can get from this thing?
Yes, let's put this back and go.
Let's
I don't
clean it
feel so
up.
well.
Let's polish it as best we can. Make sure we leave no trace that we were here.
Look at that. Emerson is not nothing if not thorough.
And when you guys are doing that, you're kind of cleaning up and putting the things back, you do hear this like thump, 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 thump. Like something in the room next to you kind of just fell over.
Like
Or-
the room where Larkin would be, or the room where
Yes,
we
the
don't know
room
who-
where Larkin would be. Yep.
All right. Take our time. Let's get this right, and then let's get out of here. Lock the door behind. Wait, you unlock the door. You can lock it again, right?
Yeah, she could lock it back.
Yeah,
Yep.
you lock it from the inside and you shut it, right?
Yep.
Or
Back
whatever.
then you do. Yeah.
All right, and then let's go check on what that was.
Why don't you roll? Do a Oh man, what would it be? Like a reverse spot hidden? You want to like hide stuff? I guess. Yeah, do a spot hidden, Virginia, just to kind of put everything back the way it was and try to put it back where you saw it up in the bed. I'm not sure there's like a hide stuff or something, so we'll make it spot hidden.
What about disguise?
Disguise might be, yeah.
That's a good one.
But yeah, why don't you roll disguise?
That's even worse for me. But Emerson,
I could disguise
can
it.
Emerson tell that I did a really shitty job putting it back?
Go ahead and roll a spot hidden, Emerson.
A spot hidden or disguise?
yeah, spot hidden, because you're
Spot
gonna look and
Tell
see
her.
if she did any good. You're like, man, that thing sticks out like a sore thumb. Like he like crawls under the bed and the thing flops out of the thing and falls on the ground and he didn't even do anything. So you want to roll a
That's what we have QA.
Yeah. Do you want to roll a disguise? Yeah, exactly. That's why we have QA on our software. You want to roll a disguise, Emerson? So put it back.
Do.
Emerson's like, look, let me shove it back up in there. Boom, done. He feels
Hard
confident.
success.
Yeah, no, he's good.
Nice.
Yeah. So you guys leave the room, lock it. It's done.
Thank you for having my back, Emerson.
Oh yeah.
Hey, likewise. I wouldn't be in here if you didn't have those skills that I definitely will not
The
question. how you
lockpick
learned.
skills, yeah.
I told you I.
So do
know
you guys
how to
want to go into
acquire
Larkin's room, or you
hard
want
to
to go
find
meet
skills.
up with the group first?
No, if we heard like thumping and stuff, and we know
Yeah.
Larkin's over there, I think
Larkin
it's
could
at
be in
least worth the
trouble.
Conversation.
Do you want to pick the lock again? You notice that it's locked.
I think we should knock.
I want to knock on the door because we know he's in there, right?
Well,
We know somebody's
we know
in
he
there.
ordered food at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
I think it's worth knocking, and then if we don't
Yes.
hear anything,
Okay, you guys knock on the room. Knock, knock, knock. Nobody answers.
all right. I knock and call out, Larkin. Larkin.
Nothing.
Okay,
Is the
I'll
door
lockpick.
locked?
The door is locked. Yes.
All
I'm
right.
gonna try lockpicking then.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
I blew on my bobby pin. Oh, it didn't go.
Yep. No, it did not.
It was like a 20-25 too.
Oh
Uh,
Blow
no.
harder. Blow harder.
Yeah. You probably didn't put it on the chat window or double click it. It rolled like on top of your character sheet or something. There you go. Oh, 3. What the hell, dude? You are like the lock pick master. Like you locked this pick so you picked it. Sorry, lock this pick. You picked it so good I couldn't
Sorry,
even
we
talk
got
about
that.
it. Like I'm just
You-
like tongue
She
twisted.
picked it so good it moaned when she was
It
finished.
did.
Oh.
The lock
It
was
was
like,
like-
oh. It even said, you know, like the
I
The
hit
lock
the
was like
spot.
slower,
Right there.
baby,
You,
slower.
It used to stick, but no more.
Yes.
Gobs
Yes.
are smacked.
Yeah. Like Alice in Wonderland, the lock like talks to you and says, thank you. You click
But no.
I haven't been picked like that since
Yeah,
I
it's
hope
been-
it
it's
was
been a
good
while,
for you
man.
as it
Holy
was
crap.
for me.
People don't even use me with the key like that.
Smoking
so-
a cigarette
Interesting
already.
luck.
I know. So you pick that lock and you open it, and this is the room that you see.
Yeah, checks
Wow.
out.
It is a fucking absolute positive mess with
Maybe that's where they've
just
both been
there's
staying.
food and maybe like I don't know 4 or 5 days worth of dishes left on the thing. The door that you're at says do not disturb, and inside it's clear that nobody has come in here and cleaned this room. And the room, the window's open, and laying in the corner is Larkin, kind of
Oh,
to the
shit.
side and kind of like he looks like he's out of it.
Are we sure this is
Wow,
not
where's the
Omar's
sleep room?
room?
Before
No.
rushing over, I
No.
look around to see is he alone.
There's
Yeah.
nobody else in the room with you. No.
All right.
But
We rush
while
over.
you're kind of,
I'm not
while you're
sure
kind
I
of,
wanna
while you're
get in.
kind of
I'm really
looking
worried.
around the, you're kind of looking around the room, like looking around, like who else could be in here. Go ahead and roll a spot hidden.
I'm so glad I put points in this skill.
Yeah, no. Oh shit!
That's a good
That's
roll.
still a
Oh,
success.
sorry.
Yes, sir.
Son of a bitch, dude! Wow. So Larkin is kind of laying in. Let me see.
I have a 90 for spot hidden. so-
In that corner
Jesus.
there, right? He's kind of between the bed and the dresser right there. He's kind of
Okay.
laying down there, and then on his remove pointer. Wow. Okay, different icons than I'm used to. Sort of down on his sort of the dresser right next to him, where his hand is, where he's kind of laying there. You see this kind of laying right beside him, as if it's sort of like half in his hands.
Oh, motherfucker's a junkie. Wait, is
And-
this like
and it-
medicine or is this like?
Do you
then
have
again,
medicine?
Back then, I
One
guess
is a
heroin
lighter,
was a
the other one
medicine.
is what? No, it's not a lighter.
Do you have medicine?
No, I
It-
don't.
No.
Does
Does
kind of look like a lighter.
does Virginia have medicine?
Not really.
It looks like a
no.
lighter,
No.
but it's not. Because of the.
It just looks
anvil
like a
on
device that
end.
he has next to him, and he looks out of it, dude. And it, now that you've gone in here, it smells of like, it is definitely like a rotten meat kind of smell.
I'm
in the
trying
room.
to like slap his face, like.
And he
Larkin,
goes, oh,
Larkin,
he goes,
like,
oh,
gently
oh.
slap,
He
not
looks
like
up, he goes, oh, fucking Emerson, you, my friend, are a biggin.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
really.
You got, well, how did you get so big, dude? Wow. Hello, Virginia.
Oh, a bigot.
And he's like, oh.
Why is he calling him a bigot? Like,
Well, his last name is Emerson Biggins.
He's a biggin.
Yeah. Think about Emerson, Themersome Biggins, his name.
Oh no, I
Yeah,
get
but
that. I'm
yeah.
just
We
saying.
thought we thought you
Yeah.
said bigot.
bigot.
No,
yeah, I was
bigot.
thinking, why is
Yeah,
he
it did
calling
hear-
him a
Bigot.
bigot? Like,
did
what?
sound like
What did
that.
he do?
Sorry.
Yeah.
I slapped him. That's what
This
I did.
guy, he kind of comes out of it like, oh, hey, how's it going, guys? Wow, what's going on? He looks at his watch. He pulls out his watch out of his thing. Why don't you both roll a spot hidden while he's doing this? Jesus Christ, you and that spot
Only
hidden,
rolling
man.
high.
Like, well,
It's a 90. I almost failed.
but your skill is so high you don't have a problem. But while he's
Unobserved.
while
That's
he's
pretty much all I
talking and
have.
kind of like shaking and whatever, he's kind of in a white suit and his normal like suit and tie and stuff, but his tie's like off, his shirt's kind of like pinned open, and you notice while he's talking, like his veins look very like it almost looks like he has varicose veins. Like when you're looking at his arms and stuff, and dude, he looks like sickly. And on his
Snaky
chest
brown.
is like this tattoo that kind of spins around in a circle to a like somebody like jumping up on top as his shirt kind of opens a little bit, and you see this tattoo on his chest, and he's like, what's going on, guys? Fuck, man, we're not leaving yet. No. And he pulls out his clock and he goes, we're not leaving till tomorrow. Come on, what do you want?
Cool
Well-
tattoo, man. I grab the canister and I ask him, like, is this heroin? Like, what is this?
He says, this what? No. Okay.
Okay, is that a yes?
Maybe.
Got caught.
I put it back on
he
the.
sa- he
I don't
says,
destroy
"Listen."
it or anything. I just put it back.
Yeah,
down
he
on the-
grabs it from you and kind of like puts it in his pocket and goes, listen, sometimes I just need to take the edge off. Look. And he's looking around and he goes, your Omar looks like the same kind of guy. Yeah, see, he's even with you.
Yeah,
I'll be-
but you're
he says,
taking us
"Listen."
on an expedition. We're putting our lives in your hands, not
He said-
Omar's.
Yeah,
No,
what
no,
if you
no.
need a fix and we're still out there and you run out?
He said, don't worry, I've got plenty, he says. But
Oh god.
Where?
tomorrow, I will be completely good. I won't be doing anything while we're on the expedition. This is just my in-between state, man. You guys drink, I do a little heroin. All right.
It's
If this becomes a
understandable.
problem, where do we find more of it?
This won't be a problem. Oh, you want some?
Yeah, I want some.
Oh, he pulls out the needle. So if you look at the device, it looks that thing is the syringe, and the things inside the thing are the the heroin.
Looks
So he
like
kind
there's
of
2 needles and 3
he
vials.
kind of like
Shit.
loads up the vial, and he goes, "All right, pull up your
No,
sleeve."
no, I don't
brother."
want the needle.
No.
I want a vial.
Sharing needles was cool back then. Man.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
You want a vial of it? Oh, so he puts the needle back in. Yeah, in 20s, they don't give a fuck about sharing needles. Dude,
No,
that's
they
the thing.
literally used to prescribe it as medicine.
Yeah,
Coca-Cola.
exactly.
Coke.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like heroin was a fucking
So it's-
medicine back then.
Yeah,
Cocaine
but
So
it's
he-
not,
he-
super addictive,
yeah, it's
and
not
I would
that
know
big a
that,
deal. Yeah.
and I want to make sure that I have a vial on me.
Yeah, no, he pulls out a vial and slides it out, and he goes, "Look, just for you guys, I'll give you one vial. All right, I'm gonna get some more before we go on our trip. It's all good.
I pat him on the shoulder. You're a real one, Larkin.
Yeah, I got you guys, man. Look, tomorrow we're gonna take off. It'll all be good, man. This fucking look. Let me tell you something. You're gonna find something that you've never found before, or you're gonna get rich beyond your wildest dreams. Whatever it is, you're gonna be happy. I'm gonna promise you that, and I'm
I like
paying
this
for it.
guy.
Listen, Larkin, have you seen Mendoza at all today?
Yeah. Yeah, where'd you
Mendoza?
find this guy?
Oh, I don't know. Mendoza found me in Bar Cordova one day, and is it Cordova? Cardoza? Whatever the bar is. Cardano? What? I don't know. The bar that we hung out at. You know what I'm saying? I met him there. He's I don't know. He was interested in going to that pyramid with me.
Mm-hmm.
With us.
So he's just like the rest of us. He responded to the telegram.
No, he was down here, and before I sent out the telegram, I was asking around for people that would show me around the area, that knows some places, and he was a guide that said he would be happy to take me down to Puno and do this trip with me. We've been kind of partners since then. Not really partners. I mean, I don't know him that well. But he does know the area really good.
And you haven't seen him at all today?
What's today?
Sunday.
Oh, no, you're right. Hold on, you're right. Today is Sunday? I'm good. Yeah, no, I did see him today. Yeah, no, I did. No, maybe
He's
I
so
didn't.
drunk, he forgot the date.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know. I saw you guys today. That much I know.
Yeah, we're here right now.
Do you guys want a shot? You want to hit?
Oh my god.
No.
Listen,
No,
tomorrow
I-
morning I'll be fine. And he looks at his watch again. Yeah, no, it's Sunday. Yeah, we're good. We still got 12 hours at least. I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah, I'll
yeah.
see you in the morning.
All right.
I'm
give me
glad
some.
you're okay. You know, we were
Yeah.
just coming to say hello, and you heard a big thump. So
Yeah, give me
so
some
we
French
tried to
fries.
get in.
Okay. All right.
You want some French fries? right, we'll
Oh
place an
my
order
God,
for
I'm
you
so
downstairs.
hungry.
Oh no!
Oh.
Wait,
this
isn't the
guy.
kitchen closed?
No.
This guy
Yeah,
seems so
I don't know. It's
cool.
about 8 p.m. It's probably dinner time. You could get now
Okay,
that
we'll send
yeah.
you up some fries.
Oh, you guys are the best. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh shit. Okay, and he opens
Well,
up the jar
before
and
we
kind of like
go-
sticks another little bit in himself.
Before we go, can I have like a look around to see? Because I'm guessing he's pretty much out of it. Like he's not so coherent.
Yeah, no, he's out of it.
Without making it too obvious, can I have a look around to see if there's anything?
Anything worth seeing?
Yeah, like if the place is totally trashed.
Oh, it's completely trashed. And the only way you saw his heroin was you rolled the spot hidden. Everything
Right.
else, like, because you kind of like scanned over. You haven't like gone
Yeah, I'm
over
not like opening
everything.
drawers and stuff.
Yeah,
while he's
like
doing
if you
it,
want to
just-
go do all that stuff, but he's sitting there
No,
right in
no.
front of you. Yeah.
No.
But you by doing the spot hidden, you kind of like eyeballed everything within visual range, and you haven't seen anything other than trash, cigarettes, food from a couple days ago, clothes from probably days ago. I mean, it looks like he just never cleans this place.
When is he packed for the trip? Can we tell if he's got a suitcase or some baggage somewhere? Like, I'm really starting to
There's
worry about.
probably in the corner. There's
guy.
like a little suitcase, but it's kind of like open with some clothes hanging out. It doesn't, like for you, it probably you're probably like, you know what? That doesn't look like somebody that is ready to go.
Oh, but he's got 12 hours. He's got this.
Oh, he's got guys. Tomorrow morning we're good. I got you guys. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Be outside the hotel. We're gonna leave.
Okay.
So his tattoo, you said it was like a person jumping or whatever. Do we recognize it at all?
It's a spot. So you kind of just saw it down, like he kind of leaned forward and his shirt kind of, because he. Let me share his picture again because I don't think
Andres and Sierra.
Ezekiel. Yeah, Andres has not seen him. Let me see where
Ezekiel,
his.
sorry.
Yeah, I was looking at his character, Larkin. Okay. Oh no, that's Larkin's room. People, Larkin, Augustus Larkin. Okay, he's kind of gaunt. Like he doesn't have a lot of fat on him, and it's kind of he's kind of very skinny, and his clothes look like they're a little too big for his body.
Okay.
So his shirt that you see in that picture, because he's in his room, is buttoned down a little bit further, and because he's kind of real skinny, he kind of flops around, and Emerson kind of saw into his shirt and saw this. It looks like sort of at the beginning, you saw at the middle of his chest, maybe just below his sternum, is sort of this circular pattern. And at the top of that circular pattern is sort of this person coming up from his chest to his like neck area. And it's not like a person, it's like a black outline of a body with a head and some arms. It's not, it's just a blob kind of thing. It's not really a person.
How common are tattoos back in that day?
They're very common. The sailors would have had them. They go way
Not
back.
in South America.
Yeah.
Not in South America.
Maybe not in South America, but this guy does not look like. I mean, he looks European for sure.
Could be a
And
sailor.
anywhere over like the
he could have been a sailor.
Or there's a lot of tattoos that go back.
He's like a
hundreds of
white
years.
guy. He's so white. He's like almost ghost. Like he probably hasn't got sun in a while. Like he looks like a Dutch guy or something, or Norwegian, but obviously a Norwegian would have a big. I mean, he might have a big beard. Then again, he might shave. But he definitely looks like Eastern European, kind of white, very skinny. Very deep blue eyes.
That sounds romantic.
Only for you, Alejandro.
Mm-hmm.
He's
right,
got eyes for you.
I'm happy to wish him well and head out if Virginia is
I'll be
happy.
happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys leave and you guys meet up with everybody else.
I'm just really disgusted with Larkin right now.
Yeah, and I will be telling the group that he's a junkie and to kind of keep an eye on him.
So you guys all meet back at your Hotel Moray the evening of the 20th, and kind of like, hey, and you guys tell him that he's a junkie. And once you guys leave his room, you realize just how like stink his room was, like almost to the point of like you guys kind of wanting to throw up yourself. But you could also smell that perfume that you smelt, or cologne that you smelt in the lobby, and it's clear that he's probably just either not taking care of himself, or from your perspective, and he's probably using cologne to try and hide the stench.
Interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess Virginia and Emerson kind of meet up back with the rest of you guys. Omar is passed out on the in the pool, and you guys drag him up to his room and put him to sleep.
He's having a grand old time.
Yeah, he's having a great time. And you guys are all like sitting around the table and kind of talking. You can kind of talk about what do you want to do next, or are you going to wait till tomorrow?
I show the group my drawing, especially Bessie and Ezekiel.
Ooh,
Okay, Ezekiel, if you and Bessie want to roll a archaeology roll.
Archaeology, okay.
Yep.
Da-da-da-da. Come
Oh wow,
on,
I'm
roll.
really good at this.
Low, 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 low.
That's a
Yeah, I have
success.
a 1.
That's a fail. Oh, you have a 1. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ezekiel goes,
There's
look,
2 fails, right?
and he kind of overlays
Oh, no, regular
your
success.
drawing that you have, Virginia, with the other drawings that you have of both the both the ward as well as from the
Rosary. and-
from Alejandro, and like, yeah, it looks like 100% those kind of markings at the bottom of that golden mirror kind of match like the middle of that ward, like the 3 symbols. It's only the 3 symbols that are on that ward, but they're there in that sketch that you did over the mirror.
I am
So
very
the-
excited about it, so I'm like, just talking about it out loud.
Yep. So you all know what he's seeing.
So the symbol that's on this mask is also in these engravings.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Yep.
it would seem that
And it all
everything is
matches. Yep.
connected,
It all even the body tattoos from Bessie.
Emerson is going to go get a drink, and when he sits down, he'll
He's gonna spit it out.
like he will have
Put it out.
yeah he will no. He will have explained things as they're relevant, but when there's a lull or a silence, he's very contemplative. He's very inside his own head about like, what the fuck happened? How do I explain
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Like when I looked at like what was happening there.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
You're having a hard time like connecting the way that you look at things and saying that this is definitely not, this is not bullshit.
Well-
But there's a lot of questions here.
So
I
Emerson
tell
suddenly
him-
gets up and goes to the washroom to go vigorously wash his hands and warns Virginia to do the same because we could have come in contact with some kind of hallucinogenic substance. And knowing that Buddy in the next room, Larkin, is a heroin addict, who knows what kind of chemicals we could have been exposed to. So it could have been some kind of trip.
Okay, but I want to tell them about what I saw, and then I'll go wash my hands.
Sounds good.
And I tell them about being pulled into like this other world, and about that mysterious figure in a corner painting furiously, and he was painting some apocalyptic scenery, and then I came back, but I was in that other place. Like it was like I had been teleported and then teleported right back.
I didn't see anything. I just feel funny. And I go to wash my hands.
so the thing is, to me, this seems like divine intervention. It seems like signs are aligning. It seems like everything is coming together and leading us in the same direction. I feel like this is something that we can't pass up. I know that it's scary. I know that we don't know everything. I know that we don't have all the answers, but it really feels like destiny, or
Where are you guys talking about
something
this?
in the lobby of the at the bar at
Marais?
the hotel.
Your
Yeah,
hotel?
right.
We were pretty much talking out
Okay.
out in
Nobody's
public.
room or anything. Okay, in public. Gotcha.
No, I don't think we were.
You're out in public,
unless
like
you
kind of
guys wanna
discussing all
hang
this.
out in my room.
Yeah, but we're being careful like usual because we're always
Okay.
like watching to
Well,
see.
Yeah,
I
I mean-
will,
I-
will
I
say
mean-
that
Just
at
asking.
least from my end, I wasn't careful. I was like very excited and just
Yeah,
blurting
you just
out loud.
blurting all
Yeah.
that out. Yep.
We're
makes
sleuthy,
sense.
and the thing is, I'm pretty, like, to me, as far as character wise goes, like, I'm convinced these are signs. You know what I mean? What type of person are you? Are the kind that sees signs, or the kind that sees coincidences? And personally, guys,
everywhere, signs.
I see
Oh,
signs,
that
and
is a good song.
Yeah,
And
no, it
I-
is. Yeah,
Rocking out the scenery, breaking
breaking my mind.
Do this,
Do this, don't do that.
Yeah.
I
Can you see?
I
my
think that-
sign?
You guys
I
are
think that-
old.
we have to
Yeah,
to
but you
follow
know the
this.
song to know that it's old,
I
so
think
that
I'm the
means you're right
youngest
with
one
us.
No,
here, and I know what it
yeah.
is.
My grandparents taught me about that song.
We
No.
just had a squirrel
Uh,
moment again.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We squirreled it. Yep.
So-
Sorry.
No, I think Locanthus was going on a really good tangent.
Yeah, he
which
was.
is very
This
unusual.
this time,
so
yeah,
that's why I
it was
wanted to
very
reel it
odd
back
for him
in.
to go into a decent tangent that wasn't down his
Yeah.
butt crack. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's why I
It was
wanted to
off.
reel it back in because it was.
Yeah. Go ahead,
it was really
Alejandro.
a good
Sorry.
tangent.
So what I'm saying is, even though I realize, look, none of us know everything, none of us have all the answers, but what we have here are a bunch of puzzle pieces that are leading us in a direction that we can put together as we go. I mean, we can't pass this up. We have to, you know what, this thing about our guide could be iffy. Who cares? This is the chance of a lifetime. This is destiny's call, my friends. This is the story of your lifetime that we're writing right here, right now. We have to answer this call and head
Omar
out
snores
with
a little bit
utmost
louder.
urgency.
Well, Emerson, why
Omar
don't you roll
agrees
a
with
spot
me.
hidden?
I am actually gonna
In the
while
washroom
he's
while
doing
I'm
that.
washing my hands.
Well, you
Well,
came back to Alejandro, like you washed your hands and came back, and Alejandro is still talking about like
He's on his
he's doing like
God
the
and all that.
the 4th of July speech. Oh my god, dude!
Boom! Extreme
Wow.
success. I see
You-
everything.
no. Yeah, you guys,
especially that woman's nipples through her blouse.
you do, yes,
Oh.
and you
I cover
realize
my
that
breath.
she was probably outside, and she's got a slight sunburn. That's how good you're able to see all this stuff. When you're sitting there with the group, you think you saw somebody going up the staircase towards your rooms, and it looked a lot because of your roll, only because of your roll. It wasn't just a like, oh, what's going up there? It looked a
What a
lot like
coinky dink.
Mendoza.
Interesting.
Guys, I'm absolutely certain I just saw Mendoza going upstairs, and he's not in our hotel. Maybe he's looking for us?
Maybe he's looking for the golden ward.
Maybe we should go.
Where is
Follow
the
him.
Golden Ward?
Luckily,
It's under Bessie's.
Well,
well,
I know-
I don't know if you
luckily
I don't know
guys
if
know
Emery-
that.
we did a
Yeah.
little sleight
No,
of
yeah,
hand.
Emerson
Yeah.
doesn't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
So that's
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Nobody
Like,
knows, just me and Bessie.
yeah. So where is that ward?
It's
It's
upstairs.
safe.
Let's go check on it.
Yes.
Let's make sure it's still there.
Yeah.
So you guys go upstairs,
Yes.
all of you
Yes.
as a team, like you all kind of like
I'll
traipse
go.
up there.
I'm hoping Bessie and Virginia are going to lead the way since they know where it is.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
that's true.
definitely going.
So
I want to go to my room first.
okay, so
Oh.
as you guys go up, your original room or your new room?
What? I changed room?
Well,
No,
you
he
did.
means where you put the thing.
Yeah, because you had
Are
you
you-
had room number 5,
We swapped.
and Bessie had
packages.
6, and you
Yeah.
guys swapped rooms. So now yours is
Oh,
6
we
and
swapped
hers is
rooms?
5.
I thought I was just hiding it in her room.
Oh, you could do that too.
Yeah, they didn't change rooms. They just put.
Oh, I thought
sword in
the way that it
She
sounded
swapped.
like is that you guys swap rooms.
Yeah.
No,
Um,
swap location of the device. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So, Virginia, you go up to your room, and everybody's kind of like following you, and your door is like smashed open.
Oh, Shiza.
Das ist nicht so good.
Is there anybody in the room?
Do you speak German?
I look in. I don't go into the room.
Like
I immediately go to
Kinda
my
climb out
room and
ish.
look for the
Oh,
device.
okay.
little bit. a very little bit.
All right. Sorry. Say that again, Bessie.
I immediately go to my room to make sure that the door is still closed.
The door. All the rest of your doors in the hallway are closed except for Virginia's. And Virginia, you said you would go in your room.
No, I don't go in the room. I peek in very carefully.
Yeah, the door is smashed.
Yeah, like peeky peeky.
Right.
I don't think there's any peeking.
racing
I'm
for-
going forward to see what the heck is going
I'm
on.
not. I'm staying outside of the way of the door, and I just kind of like peek my head in. And
It's a
you know, I don't
hotel,
even want to
right?
do that.
So, like-
If I'm alone, I don't even want to do that. I'm terrified.
But why would you be alone if all of our rooms are together? Like we're going to look in the hallway
Right.
and see splintered
Okay.
bits of wood. All over the
Everybody
hallway.
else
I'm
is
not
in the
going in-
everybody else is in the hallway with you. They're all kind of standing there, and they see your door room open, and Bessie kind of run over to her room and open that door. So you're kind of standing in the hallway. It's like a hotel hall. You're standing in the
Well, we
hotel
just
to your
saw-
room, but everybody else is behind you.
We literally he just saw Mendoza go up and my door is smashed.
He
didn't have
totally
time to
did.
run away. He's probably still searching,
Yeah, but did we hear the door smashed? If Mendoza was up there and smashed
No,
the door,
you didn't hear
we
it.
would have heard
Yeah.
it.
The door
Yeah,
looks like
so this
somebody
could have happened
kicked
at
it
any
open.
time.
Yeah, I'm not
And
gonna
we
look
don't
through it.
feel he would have had enough time to kick the door open and leave without us seeing it, correct? So where is Mendoza?
I pull out the
don't-
knife out of
you
my
have no idea.
backpack.
Yeah. Okay, you pulled up the knife.
Yeah, but I'm asking that out loud
you
and I'm looking around.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So that's everybody else. If all of you have any insight.
Yeah, like how when I would have said like, guys, we saw Mendoza, I would have been up and out of that table as quickly as I could have.
Yep.
Assuming the group was going. Like it's not like we have to. All we got to do is like grab our papers and stuff and go, right? So
Yeah.
we're
Yep,
only
Yep.
like maximum a minute, maybe 2 behind him.
Yeah, exactly.
So, are there any signs or any like? We never caught up to him. We didn't.
Virginia's
see him go up the
room
stairs?
is dark inside. The lights are not on. You don't see any signs other than her room is kind of like the door is open. And when Virginia gets to the front of the room, like the front of the door, she realizes that there is no more the frame of the door, where the lock kind of locks, that frame has been busted open. So somebody like kicked the door open. The door's still there, but the frame is kind of broken and the lock that she had is kind of cracked and everything, it's just wide open and the room is dark inside.
I take my backpack off my shoulders, lean it on the wall, and pull my machete out.
Okay. You whip the machete out.
And then if nobody else is doing anything else, time for that to have successfully completed, I will flick
You're
the
gonna
light like an
click
idiot.
the light
like,
on
click,
and go
click,
inside?
Click, 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 click. Yeah, like keep going.
You
Make sure
click
it
the
turns
light,
on.
like you click the light on and the light clicks on and you can see inside the room, and what you can see, you don't see anything at the moment.
Okay.
Do you
I
go
will
inside?
Go in and investigate. Yep.
Right. So
With
Emerson,
a bravado, don't worry, ladies.
yeah, you're like, I got this, and you pull out your machete and like walk in, like I'm good.
Omar and Alexandro, don't worry, ladies.
Yeah, I got this. And you kind of walk in, and yeah. As you kind of walk in, and Omar is sleeping in Omar's the next one. You walk into the room, Umerson, and as you kind of like walk into the room, go ahead and roll a spot hidden. You and your fucking massive spot hidden. As you're kind of walking in, you know how you walk. You look into the bathroom. And you see that there's the bathroom right there when you first walk into the rooms. And then you walk past that bathroom and you're like, nothing's in the bathroom. And you walk in there and everybody's got like 2 double beds. But in between the bed, there's something laying in between the bed. And it's not like a piece of luggage or anything. It almost looks like somebody's back or like a top of a person's body.
Oh, like a torso?
So I don't go any closer before like relaying this to the group. Like, guys, there's something here.
There's somebody
Can't
in
tell
here.
what it is yet. It looks like somebody and they're face down.
Okay, if you look at the combat tracker right now, it's your turn. And that's what you do. Yeah. In the upper right hand corner, it's like 2 swords.
I got it now. Yep.
Yep. So it's your turn.
Okay.
And so you go in and you go, hey guys, there's somebody in here.
They're face down.
Yep.
I can't quite tell what it is. Yep.
Okay, so then it's going to be Virginia's turn because Omar's snoring away in the corner.
Was it Omar that's snoring?
Yeah. Omar is snoring. He's snoring in the other channel still. He's still there.
Okay, so it was Ezekiel and Alexandro that I.
He just spent the day on the sun drinking. He's.
Let me hold on. I gotta put Ezekiel in there. I don't know what Ezekiel's turn. Oh wow, he's got a low in it too. Okay, cool. Virginia, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm equipped with my knife, but when he says that there's actually somebody in there, I put away my knife and I pull out my little revolver.
Okay.
And I check the chambers to make sure But I
it
still
looks
have.
you got one in the chamber. You're ready to go.
Okay, so then I walk in very carefully and I place myself behind Emerson and I aim my gun at the shape and I wait.
Okay, you're kind of preparing.
Yes, I'm
Alejandro.
prepared to shoot if anything dangerous
ADS.
happens.
Oh yeah. Alejandro, what are you doing, brother?
I am going to the
Not
body.
the nurse.
There's not
And-
much room else in. I
Wow.
mean, you're like walking in. There's already two people in front of you, kind of blocking the way.
Well, if possible, I really do want to, figure out who or what this body is. So, pardon me, excuse me. And I do want to kind of make my way through and get my hands on the body and turn the body over so that we can,
So you can-
reveal
okay,
the
okay.
identity.
So you kind of push
This
them.
dude getting handsy already.
Yeah. So you push the others
Yeah.
to the side. You get up in there, and as you're getting in between the two beds, because that's sort of your action, is kind of pushing them aside, getting in between them. Bessie, what are you doing?
As I see Virginia take out her gun, I'm prompted to do the same thing. And I
Okay.
take out a little Beretta.
Okay. You whip it out?
But I'm next to my door, and what I do is I peek.
Yeah. Well, you
inside
kind of
my
see
room.
Virginia pulling her gun out and walking into her room, but you're at your room.
And
So yeah.
I peek at my room to see if I see the mattress moved.
You open the door, you turn on the lights, you look inside. It was locked, so you had to use your key, open the door, turn on the lights. You don't see anything in your room that looks different from the last time that you've been in there.
Okay. So
And
if
that's
I have
pretty
time
much
during
your-
this turn, I just pretty much turn off the
Close
light
the door and-
and relock
Gotcha.
the door.
Okay. Ezekiel, you're standing outside the room where everybody just kind of went into, and you see Bessie open the door, look inside, scan, close it, lock it again.
Maybe
Into her
Sergio
room?
shouldn't have given control
Yeah,
back
so-
to himself.
Bessie's room is next to Virginia's room. Virginia's room is where you're standing out of right now, and the door had been smashed open. And Bessie was just looking in her room, closed the door, locked it again, and then she turns towards you like she's coming back to Virginia's room. And you're standing outside of Virginia's room, and everybody just walked inside of Virginia's room. Virginia has a pistol out. Emerson pulls out a machete, and then Alejandro kind of walks past him, hold on, and starts to crawl between the two beds that she has.
Okay. Is there any way that I can see to the outside from where I'm at, without
Yeah,
going into any
you're
of the
in the
rooms?
hallway. You're in the hallway of the hotel, so you can kind of look down to the left, down to the right.
Okay. I mean, if there's a way that I can see to the outside, to the street from going down the hallway or whatever, I would go ahead and do that, and to see if I can catch anybody running on the street,
Escaping or running away or
yeah.
something.
Mhm. And I'm gonna
Yeah,
pull my revolver.
yeah. You kind of see next to your rooms, there's a fire escape. If you want to get out the fire escape and look around.
Yeah, I
And
kinda
you pull
want
out
to
your
peek
pull out your
out.
revolver.
I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm not going to full go out.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, you kind of look out the window and you're looking around. You don't see anybody in the fire escape. You don't see anybody on the ground or anything like that. Oh, it went to you. Okay. So while you guys are doing that, and Alejandro is looking down at the body, hey, who the fuck are you? What are you doing in this room? All of a sudden, kind of popping. I think you guys can see now Mendoza on the combat tracker. Mendoza kind of looks up and goes, ooh, let me see. He makes this weird noise.
Oh, like a growling noise?
Maybe something like that, yeah.
Oh.
A horny noise? Whoa, maybe not.
Just like that.
Terrifying.
And he makes this loud kind of growling.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That gave me goosebumps. That really did give me goosebumps.
Oh yeah.
Jesus H. Okay.
Yeah,
I have
it's
somehow
pretty.
messed up my machete. I don't know how to get it back on my character.
So you probably have it in your inventory.
Not
Knife,
anymore.
machete. Yeah, no, it's there. Oh, you have
Do I?
8 of
What?
them. I don't know why you have 8 of them.
What?
It's-
Oh, geez.
it's-
You
it's-
can never have too many machetes.
Yeah.
It's in
There
your
we go. Okay, one-
backpack. Yeah.
My grandma always said that.
That's why I tried to take it out of the backpack and put it on.
Yeah,
but
no. On the right hand side of your machete, there's like a.
Yeah.
It says carried, so you want to
Yep.
click that till it's equipped. Because carried means it's not equipped.
Oh, that's
There
what
you
it
go.
is. Okay,
That's
thank you. Now it
exactly
shows up
it,
on
yeah.
the sheet.
There you go. Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
had said I put it on. I was trying to get it, so I. Yeah. Okay. We're good now.
That's the one.
User error.
That's the one. That's the one. So yeah, Mendoza kind of jumps up between the bed and looks like this.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Try to
Andrew,
that
how
one away.
brave are you?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna dream it. I'm gonna have nightmares about this tonight.
He looks
As he
different,
as he
guys.
goes to attack
Something's different about him.
I can fix her.
as he goes to attack Alejandro. Let's see. Mendoza. So he grabs a hold. He reaches his hands out to grab a hold of Alejandro and pull him closer. So his teeth, you see his teeth kind of spinning around like he's like trying to like
Spinning.
eat him.
Jesus.
He just wants to kiss you.
Oh,
Yeah.
a mega fail and misses the grab on Alejandro. Emerson, you see all of a sudden in
Obviously.
front of you. Why don't you roll a sanity roll? Because you see this weird fucking like teeth things going around.
Okay, yeah.
Sanity. There
I'm
it is.
gonna have to roll a sanity roll in real
Nope.
life.
Nope.
Hard
Hard
success.
success.
No, you're like, you know
I
what?
actively disbelieve.
You're like, I disbelieve this. I don't think that this is happening. This definitely cannot be happening. But in some
blame
sanity
this
rolls,
energy.
it's a gonna lose a certain amount of sanity or gonna roll a bigger amount of sanity. In this one, because you've never seen anything like this, even though you've passed your sanity, you're still
Even though
gonna
I hard
lose.
success.
Yes, exactly. You're gonna do a roll 1d3. Oh, I can't do that. Fuck. Let me do this instead then. I'm gonna do this, and it's 1, 2, 3. So you're gonna lose 2 sanity points. By passing it, you lost 2 sanity points. But that also means that you haven't
by
freaked out.
hard passing it.
Yes. No. Yep. Even if you pass, that means you haven't
Yep.
freaked out. So you get to do something.
All right. I'm going to yell, "What the fuck?" and swing the machete, not at his head because I think we need to keep this guy. But so, like, what when he jumped up and tried to grab Alexandro? Like, where am I in relation to?
You're next to them because you're right in front of Virginia. Virginia was like standing behind you, like aiming your gun at him. So you're like right next to this guy.
All right. I'm going to try and hit him in the arm with the machete.
Okay. Yep.
So do I just roll that?
Yeah. So go ahead and roll your brawl or your machete.
The machete one? Yeah.
Yep. No, that's damage.
Okay.
You want to
What do I do
roll
for
the
the machete
percentage
then?
on the left. Yep,
Oh, there we
you
go. Got it.
Yeah. Oh, that is a
Fail.
fail. Oh, just barely. You can spend 3 luck and hit him.
I'll do so.
Okay. Then go ahead and in the combat tracker, you should see Luis de Mendoza drag the damage from the machete onto de Mendoza, and it should apply the damage to him.
Like drag from the damage field
From the
onto-
damage field onto him on the combat tracker. Yep. It just makes. Oh my god!
Oh, nice.
Wow. Yeah, that's almost half of his hit points, which would have been done some amazing shit. That was an amazing damage roll, dude.
Where'd you hit him?
You like slice
arm.
him on
Yeah.
his arm, up his arm and around his shoulder, and there's like blood just dribbling down his arm, and really looks like you fucked him up bad.
I guess I barely hit it, so yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
super accurate, was
Yeah,
I?
Virginia.
just
No,
trying to
you did some
incapacitate him, right?
amazing damage, Virginia.
Well, I think we might need him, yeah, but
Okay, I aimed for the other arm.
Okay.
And okay, I gotta roll the percentage.
And that is a fail.
Oh, that's a fail.
You can spend 19 luck to hit him.
Oof. No, I put a hole in the floor.
Gotcha. Alejandro, you're right behind Virginia. Oh no, you're right. You're like this Mendoza is like grabbing you by the arms, trying to like suck your face.
So
Kissy.
I'm against that in general.
Wait, you're against on like
Non-consensual.
Non-consensual
thought?
face slurping. Yep.
Yeah, oral.
Yeah. So
Non-consensual teeth oral.
yeah, it's the teeth really that are
Yeah,
putting it over the edge.
that's what really does it. Yeah.
So for my move, what I'd like to do is disengage as much as possible and put as much distance between myself and this slightly creepy dude.
Disengage means you could flee. Or dodge out of the way,
yeah.
right? If you want to dodge out of the way, you could also like dodge out of the way and kind of roll away.
Okay.
Don't you want to kiss the conquistador?
I'll tell you what.
He
What
wants
about
you.
what about a
thought you
fighting?
liked the
Only
kissing.
because
Don't
you
you want to have
know.
his little worm babies?
Yeah.
What about a fighting? Because RIL, I'm sort of a wrestler dude, and I think you know what I
could
mean.
just
If I
try
can-
and do some like wrestling with him and like try and beat him into submission. Yeah.
No, so what I mean is like if this were to happen to me in real life, what I would do is try to pin his arms against him and push myself off.
Oh,
could
gotcha.
see what I'm saying? And could we consider that fighting?
Let me see.
Because it's
I'm sure there's a
Yeah.
grappling.
Yeah, brawl. Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause I have a
you can do
slightly
a
higher
brawl and
fighting.
try and hold him down, but he's going to be able to do an attack, kind of roll against it on his strength.
Yeah,
Okay.
with teeth like that, I'm not sure his arms are what I'd be pinning down.
Well, the thing is this:
One
if I
Scottish
can
kiss in your lunch.
but here's the thing: if he's coming toward me IRL, what I would do is I would swim over both of those arms, pin those arms to his chest, and then create distance by pushing his arms
Dude's
against
got a
his chest.
huge toothy
This is,
maw, and you're going to
not
pin his
animal.
arms.
Hey,
He's got a
Dude,
neck.
you
If-
can try it. You can try to do that. I
Yeah,
mean,
because I'm not going to touch his head, dude. His
Oh.
head has teeth on it. If I'm going to put distance, like if I push his chest, guess what? His head goes with his chest. So if I push his chest, his head goes with it.
Yeah.
So
If you can move your arms faster than he can move his neck.
yeah, and so then we'll say that. So
Oh my
either
god, this will
one
be a
fighting.
funny fail.
so it's going to
fighting,
be
brawl.
what we're going to
Critical
do is
fail.
an
Critical
Epic
no,
fail.
we're going to do an opposed skill check against strength because you're going to attempt to like wrestle your way out from under him and push him away, right?
Well, I feel like it's skill. Okay, but all right. Okay.
Yeah, but what skill?
I'll do that.
But
If you want to do melee
drawing
skill,
around
I
doesn't
think your strength
translate.
is better than your melee
Yeah,
skill.
my strength is higher. You're right. So let's do
Okay.
strength. So now,
I'm
do I just
saying,
do a?
bro.
I do a strength roll with the low
You
one.
do a
is that what you're
strength
saying?
roll. Yeah, just do a strength roll. Just a double strength. Yep. And then I'll do a strength against it.
Okay.
So you rolled a 19, so you got an extreme success.
Oh yeah, baby.
Nice.
And he got a
Get
20,
hot.
which is also an extreme success.
But my extreme success was extreme.
No. Yes, you both extreme successed. Which then should
Yeah.
tell you something that he got an extreme success with a 20.
And
And
I got an
basically,
extreme.
you guys kind of look each other and you're trying to push away. And dude, he has an ungodly strength at holding you in place. Like you cannot move no matter what you're trying to do. Bessie.
Like if you
how
were
did-
wrestling, you both are like
Yeah,
You know.
like you've never, like you've done some jujitsu and some wrestling with other people. Never like
wrestling.
against this guy. This guy is fucking strong, dude.
So out of
Okay, I can
character,
relate.
they both roll extreme success. Is this because
It's a tie.
if it's a tie, it goes to priority?
What happens is it actually goes to the one with the higher skill, and so he keeps Alejandro held down.
Okay.
So
Okay,
he
so
has
we're still-
higher
we're
than
still-
Alejandro.
We're still tangled, but he hasn't managed to get his pretty teeth on me.
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
I
You'll
hear
do
the
that.
commotion.
You hear a
And-
gunfire. No, you didn't hear a
Right.
gunfire go off. Sorry, there was no gunfire that went
Well, I
off.
hear the growling.
You
And
do hear the
obviously I
growling, and you
commotion,
hear
and-
like swishing, and oh my god, fuck,
Right.
holy shit, guys, help me!
And Emerson saying, "What the fuck is that?"
Yep.
So
yep.
I rush to the room.
Yeah, you kind of like
and-
run over to the room, and you look inside, and you see this guy. Oh, another thing, Alejandro. Sorry, who rolled? Emerson is the only one that rolled. Virginia, roll a sanity roll.
Okay.
And Alejandro, now that you're underneath this dude, roll a sanity roll as well.
Oh boy, how did he?
Alejandro
How did
you?
Okay,
Yeah, how did he
sanity
manage
check.
to get on top of me? Also, all right. Sanity.
Well,
And that's
we thought you were a
the-
bottom.
So
You're gonna lose 3 sanity, Virginia. Hard
Right.
success.
and I got a hard.
Yeah, you only
success,
lose
baby.
1, 2, or 3 on a fail. You'll lose a lot
Okay.
more. I'm sorry, on a pass. On a fail,
yeah.
you're gonna lose a lot more. And Alejandro, you lost 2.
Okay.
And
hold
neither
on
of you
one
freaked
second.
out. You
And
only
that's
freak
in
out when you
current-
fail.
Sorry. 1 second.
That's
So is it a
sanity.
D6 if you succeed, and a D3 on a hard
It's
success?
it's a 1d3, so it's a
79,
d6
okay.
divided by 2 if you fail,
Yeah.
and it's a d10 if you. I'm sorry, it's a d3
if you pass.
if you pass, a d10 if you fail.
Okay, so it doesn't matter hard success or success.
No,
it's
it doesn't matter any kind of success.
don't
You
freak
get
out.
yeah. No, you don't freak
Cool.
out. Yeah,
just- okay.
as long
Yeah,
as
I
you
was worried it
pass,
was
you don't
like
freak out.
D3, D6, but then
Yeah.
yeah, D10 is
Yeah.
even worse. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
no, yeah. No, you can literally go nuts by looking at things like this. Bessie, did you mark it down, Alejandro? Because I don't trust you.
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay, all right.
I'm down
I'm
to
just-
79.
Okay, just making sure.
You can trust
so
me.
I
Bessie,
rushed
you
to
come
the
around the
room,
corner and you see this thing slurping and trying to
Right.
get Alejandro. Roll a sanity check for me first.
Yes. Okay. Main. And sanity it was on the main, right?
Yes.
And it was what? Which one?
San. It should
it's a
be.
san.
Where's your
Sorry.
sanity on
Sorry.
current? If you double click the cur one,
It's for.
I'm
it should
Sorry,
be
I
at the
lost
very
it.
top right of your character sheet main. Sanity. There's a max
I
and a
see it.
cur.
I
If you
see
double
it.
click the cur, yeah, there you go.
Oh,
What?
Oh my god.
Seriously?
Oh my god!
Critical fail.
That
That's
is
the
like
best.
Figures,
the-
you see 2 dudes wrestling and you go completely insane.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
you know, it is a disturbing
Wow.
sight for sure.
Wow.
Seeing me wrestling another man has really set you over the top.
So you lose 4 sanity,
That could have been a lot worse.
Terrible.
and then you lose 1 more, which is yes, I rolled great on a critical. And you basically you stop and you go, what the fuck? And you turn around and you kind of like you start walking down the hallway the other direction, going, that's not happened. I didn't see that.
Going
Yeah, you're like, was there teeth around? No, that wasn't teeth. No.
No.
My friends weren't
Nope.
fighting. No, that wasn't happening.
Nope.
That didn't happen. No. And then you like pull out your makeup
Oh,
set and
sorry.
you're like, oh, I gotta go down. I don't know. And you're like cleaning up your makeup, and then you pull out your lipstick and you're like, yeah, you know what? I think I'm just gonna go in my room right now. That did not happen. Nothing happened, and like your brain just kind of like nothing happened there.
shut down.
Yeah, you shut down.
I'm just gonna go read a
Ezekiel.
book.
Yeah, you're like, what
Hey.
the fuck?
I don't know
Hey.
how to take down the current though, so it should
Thanks.
be 60.
It's the one on the
current,
right.
Just
It's the
yeah,
one on the
if,
right.
If you click on it, Maya,
Yeah.
with your left mouse button, and then type the new number, like 25, 65, 45, whatever the new number is, minus the 5 that I did, it should do it. So yours is 65. So what you should do is type just 60. Click current and then type 60.
Hey, thanks for helping out, though.
If you click it with your left mouse button and then type 60,
Yeah,
like
okay. It just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it is a little weird. I had to.
there you go.
It's
I
the
did
one
it.
on the very
You did
far
it?
right.
Yeah. Do you see it? It says 60
No.
now.
No?
Okay,
It says
on your main
65.
tab.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a tab off. There we go. How's that?
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, gains temporary insanity.
Hey!
How did that happen? I just
Well-
knocked it down. I don't know what happened there. Yeah. Oh no, that's exactly what happened. You gained temporary. You're like, nope,
Yeah.
this didn't happen. I'm going away. I'm gonna go in my room. Fuck this shit. I don't know what's going down. This is just wrong. I don't want to know about it. I don't know what's going on. And you kind of go in your room and close the door and lock it. And like this is not something
really
that
is.
happened.
As
Yeah, I
compared
think it
to your
tracks.
typical.
Yeah, it does
Insanity.
track. Yeah, no, it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Temporary insanity. Ezekiel, what are you doing?
I'm gonna run back to the commotion and see what's up, and if I can believe what I'm seeing, I'm gonna pop a
Yeah,
shot.
you peek your head in there. Go ahead and roll a sanity roll. And you failed. Let's see.
Oh my
go ahead
goodness, you don't have a lot of sanity if that's
no,
a fail.
yeah, roll. Yeah, no, he
It
does
says
not.
current is 50, but I don't know.
Why is your max? Oh,
Yeah,
because
56 would be a fail.
Yeah, no, I don't know where your. Oh, your sanity comes from. I think your power.
He's just not very sane.
And your power is not that high. So, go ahead and roll a d10. And go in your main and on Cur, click on it, and then put it as 48. And then hit tab.
Okay.
And what should happen is if you lost enough, it should automatically roll and do the, like, oh my god, am I going insane like Bessie did? Bessie just, like, when I adjusted hers, she just went like, fuck it, I'm crazy now. So yeah,
can I get my shot off, or I guess
yes,
no?
no, you totally can. Yeah, no, that's right.
Okay.
Did you? No, you failed your sanity, right?
Yeah.
I don't. I'll let you get the shot off. I'm not quite sure what the ruling is there. Hopefully somebody will help me out with that one. I'll look at the rule sets. You go ahead and be able to do an attack because you didn't lose your sanity. You didn't go temporary insane.
Okay. Double click on the percentage, right?
Yeah, on the percentage of attack. Oh Jesus.
Nope.
Another problem with shooting a revolver with some, I guess I don't know.
A bunch of people in the room.
Yeah, everybody's in melee range, and let me see if I don't think
50% of bullets are duds.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I need to add.
Yeah, gotta roll a
I gotta
D6 or something.
Yeah, I gotta add Andres to the Call of
D4.
Cthulhu chat and show him the last 100 messages because I just sent you an invitation, Andres. One of the things that I sent in that was when you're doing gun combat and you're trying to shoot into where your friends are having melee, you could shoot your friend.
Ah, okay.
So
That is good to know.
you just did a fumble.
Mm,
And so, why don't you go ahead and roll your damage and do it to Alejandro. So, what you want to do is the damage in your character sheet. Yeah, okay, that's cool. 9. Oh shit. Oh, he rolled it right. Yeah. Fucking fucked up. What's his? Let me see what his.
Wow.
Oh shit, that is a. Yeah, you just got a major wound.
Yeah,
So-
you just put him in the hospital.
Yeah, basically, yeah, fucking Alejandro
If that
is
was
fucked.
me, I'd be dead.
Yeah, no, you would be. Alejandro luckily has a ton of hit points. That was a great roll. I mean, it's a bad roll for your friend, but it's a great roll in general.
well, yeah, I don't see. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's that great a roll. I'm just saying, but all right.
If they fail the roll, their mind is okay. Gotcha.
And then there's a bout of madness table.
Gotcha.
So, temporarily insane investigator suffers a bout of madness. Roll 1d10 and refer to the bout of madness table.
Oh yeah. Let me see.
If the investigator is in the presence of other
Where's the
investigators, play out the
tables?
result round by round.
Is there madness? Let me see. Madness. Bout of madness,
I mean,
real time.
I'm
Okay.
kind of mad about getting shot.
Oh, here you go. Okay, so Mayana, basically, I'm gonna drop this into chat. Mayana, go ahead and click that table and roll that for us, because that's gonna determine
Okay.
the kind of madness that you just had. Like, you just went fucking like, oh shit.
I think that's what you were looking
There's
for.
different.
Yeah, that is 100% what I was looking for. I appreciate you, man.
Right?
Okay.
No worries. Got your back like a
Well, I
bug.
didn't do
Oh
it.
yeah. Can you open that table?
I did, but I tried to.
The roll at the top left, it looks like a little dice. If you click on that, it should roll it for you.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Yep. So,
2.
2. You have paranoia. You suffer from severe paranoia. Everyone is out to get them. No one can be trusted. They are spied on. Everyone has betrayed them. They are seeing everything as a trick. So for 2 rounds, you basically you're in the room and you're like, that fucking guy always trying to kill. And then you looked around at everybody else. And you're like, all these motherfuckers, they all want to kill me. Oh my god! And then you like walk back to your room and you shut and lock the door and you're like sitting in the corner like with your gun pointing at the. Do you have a gun?
Yes.
Yes.
With the gun pointing at the door, like if anybody walks in that door, you're gonna shoot them. You're like, everybody's out to get me. Them sons of bitches. I thought they were my friends. I thought they were good people. And you're like sitting in the corner, like with your gun pointing at the door. Oh yeah, bout of madness. I forgot about that, man. I
Do you know
appreciate
how
that.
I know she's insane? She
Yeah.
thought all of us were good people after meeting Alexandra.
After meeting Alexandro, yeah, for sure. Ezekiel, so you fucking just blast fucking Alejandro's arm off. Let's see if I can grab
prefer
it
it
and
to be
start.
like maybe
Sorry.
a shoulder shot.
60. Oh, I failed. Dude, he's got a 60. And I can't roll under it to be able to like start sucking your fat out. But yet your friends can fucking shoot your arms off.
You know, it's a little ironic that you rolled a 69
Yeah.
and
I know.
failed the action of sucking.
Yes, I know.
I see.
Go ahead, Emerson.
see
It's
what
your
you
turn.
did there.
Yeah, I see that, man.
Emerson, knowing that his friend, or at least colleague,
his friend is starting to bleed out like there's a
His-
bullet hole in
yeah.
his shoulder. Like,
and his colleague is like in the way and not wanting to make things worse. I didn't quite
now melee.
see anything for like melee actions.
Yeah, melee on melee. Like if you're attacking at melee, there's no problem with hurting. You will not hurt Alejandro if you do melee against the creature.
Yeah, but
It's
I know
only
that I'm
guns.
shit at aiming. So, is there
Well,
anything I can
if
do
you-
to improve my?
No.
Can I assist?
Not unless somebody else is assisting you. You could like you
Could I
could like
assist
you could like kneel
Alexandra?
down and let Virginia put her gun on your shoulder and like use you as a so you can give her an advantage dice.
Put your gun
You could help her.
on my shoulder.
I'm not so sure that she has a good gun skill either. I think it's as bad as my knife.
Yeah, but
skill.
she would have two. She would have a basically one bonus dice. So on the tens position, she could roll it twice and take the best of the two.
I think it's a good move, except that, like, if you picture the scene, and
Yeah,
she's
no,
behind
100%.
me, and there's a
100%.
gun about to go off
Yeah.
my eardrum.
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking it's probably not best if I just
Hey,
kneel down while these two dudes are wrestling. One's
no.
got a bunch of teeth, and I just say like, "Use
No.
my shoulder."
yeah, no, you're right.
Make my eardrums bleed.
Yep. No, you're right.
So there's nothing I can do to like assist Alexandro in terms of his meleeing or like restraining of.
You can
Luis
try
to
and
stay.
help him. Like you could be like, for his round, I'm going to attempt to help him fight away from Mendoza,
Dude, mouth to
and
mouth.
then you'll give him the advantage dice, not Virginia.
I think that makes more sense than having a gun go off my ear.
Okay, gotcha.
Even though the
Yep.
gun would be more effective,
Yep,
I think
yep.
the character would choose to help in the
Okay,
brawl.
gotcha.
So,
Yep,
so
take it.
we're not doing mouth to mouth.
Virginia, your turn.
All right.
Well, I just totally misfired, and I realized I only have 25% chance of hitting. I'm I'm not feeling very confident right now.
Yeah, you don't use
I'm-
guns a lot. You use them every now and then. And your friend is
Yeah.
like right in front of you. And you just saw
it's
Ezekiel like
nerve-wracking.
shoot right through Alejandro's shoulder, and he's like bleeding. He's like, what the fuck?
I panicked. Okay, I accept it.
Uh,
Decisions were made.
Guns are not the answer.
yeah, guns are not
Fucking
the answer.
Americans.
America.
So I want to pull out. Actually, I only have a 20% chance of hitting with a gun, which is worse than with my knife. So I put away the gun. Yeah, not a good idea. I pull out my knife again.
And you're trying to stab him,
Yeah, I'm trying to
De Mendoza.
stab him in the
Yep.
arm so that
Okay.
he lets go of Alejandro.
Go ahead. Make a roll.
So, like, is there a major minor action kind of thing? Like, how you can put away a gun, pull out a knife, and stab all in the same initiative?
Yeah, I mean, there's
Oh,
not
apparently
really
not.
there's not really rules around putting away, that kind of thing, and so for her to like stick her gun into her thing and then pull out the knife and stab him, that that's good enough. As long as you guys are okay with the monsters being able to do something like that when they do it, then it's we're kind of like describing what a full combat scene might be, and in every round it's kind of like what might happen during 15-30 seconds worth of people struggling and doing stuff with each other. It's an abstraction of it, right? So yeah.
Yep.
I'm
good however you want to handle it. It was
Yeah,
more from
I
my
think so,
my
too.
own
Yeah.
personal understanding.
There's not a lot of rules around that in Cthulhu, so it's meant to be more like a theater of the
more
mind kind of.
loosey-goosey.
Is it good enough
Yeah.
for everybody? Then we're good.
Because I'm just thinking, taking a loaded gun and just like hastily dumping it into your blouse or something might not be a great idea.
It might not be. No, definitely not. Yeah. Alejandro.
Well, I don't fumble.
No, you don't. Yeah, you didn't hurt your friend, so that's good. Alejandro, you see that Emerson is like trying to pry this thing's arms off of you to let you go, and trying to help you to get escaped. So if you want to roll another strength check against against Mendoza, then you're gonna.
I'm pulling
you're basically,
his hair.
Yeah, in the bottom left, if you see 1B plus 1B,
yeah.
click on that and then roll your
Okay.
strength.
Plus 1B, and
That would
then
be a
the
bonus
strength.
dice, right? And then it's going to basically
Okay.
pick the lowest one, which is 50. So you did a regular success,
Okay.
and he's going to do a extreme success.
Oh my goodness.
So he completely
Okay.
100% holds you down. And Bessie, this is your first or your second round of you freaking
Yes.
out in your room.
Yeah,
Ezekiel.
I did not see any of this. I'm
No,
good.
no, you
I'm
didn't.
good.
You're
I'm
like
good. I'm good.
you're
I'm
like
good.
holding your gun at the door, like these fucking guys, these fucking guys.
It's,
Ezekiel, you have shot your friend, or
Maybe
the person you
shooting
just
the gun
met.
is not the answer.
yeah.
Maybe
Well-
bashing him with the gun is the answer.
You could do that, or you could do it with your knife, like put the gun away, pull out your knife, and stab him.
Oh yeah, I could do that. So
Yep.
let me
Or
do
brawl.
that.
The brawl would be like the butt of the
No.
pistol,
Hopefully this time you can just stab.
Fa-
me.
Now you can spend 11 of your luck. You don't
Yeah.
have a whole lot of luck, so
got
there might be
35, so
more
not that
important. There might be more important things you want to spend your luck on. But I'm just throwing it out there that you could spend the luck on that.
No, I'm just gonna not
You
do
could.
it.
You could spend the luck and help me out since you like hurt me so critically bad that time before. I mean,
Since you
I'm
shot
just
me in
saying,
the
like-
I'll think about it. I'll think about it.
You'll
I'll
think
give
about it for
myself
next
one
time?
round to think about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
11 luck is
but
quite a bit.
it's not gonna. Well, 11 luck is not a lot.
No,
And
it's
I'm
not.
Considering
just
you
saying-
might get D10 back.
To
You-
me, it's a lot because I have 35 right now.
He
Yeah,
only
that's
has
what I'm
35.
saying.
Yeah, he's not doing
You
so good.
Did okay, but like I have a hole in my body. because
Oh, 27. So so the
I
guy
have an
Luis
excellent-
Mendoza
I have an
grabs a
excellent,
hold
suggestion for you. Just walk it off.
Alejandro, and he pulls Alejandro in, and he starts to like. You see out of his mouth, he kind of like his mouth kind of locks with Alejandro's mouth, and starts to like
I don't consent.
suck the
I don't
life
consent.
out of him. Yeah.
They're
let's see,
happy.
When he sticks to the body of the victim, suck the fat. Okay. On the following round, so it's next round that this bad shit's gonna happen. Emerson.
kind of unwanted.
Don't tell
touch,
us that.
guys.
Yeah. Well, you notice that his mouth like locked mouths with Alessandro now, and he's like, oh, and Alessandro's like.
Emerson
Yeah.
spits his drink out.
I'm not into
The mythical
this.
drink. There it
The
is.
mystical drink is just spitting everywhere.
He's going to try and grab Mendoza by the hair. It looks like he's got a fair bit of hair there. Like, really get his fingers in the back of his head, like grab his hair,
Oh,
and
Mendoza.
like plant his feet and rip his head back by his hair. Like
Okay,
I will pull
roll-
the hair out of his head.
yeah,
If his head
roll-
doesn't.
we're basically going to
Fine.
do a strength roll against each other. So you roll a strength roll.
Dude, what were you saving your luck for? Okay, I'm moving on.
67.
Aw.
You did a fail, and he's
Dude,
going
I'm
to do
listening to
a
both sides of the argument.
a regular success. So,
I'm
dude,
also
you
learning how to
grab
play.
his hand and you're
100%.
pulling as
It's only 2
hard
luck.
as you.
It's only 2
dude.
luck. I'm 100% going for it.
So
For 2 luck,
oh, I see. Well, even
just before you get into it. if
yeah,
it-
yeah. So even if I'll tell you, you can tell that even if you spent that 2 lucks and you really tried, like he is locked onto this shit, and you pull his hair, and his hair like rips out of his skull, and he is held on to his face.
Oh,
there is
gross.
there's no. Even if
As
you
I
spent
as
that
I
luck,
fall
there's
back
no.
with fists full of hair, I'm gonna yell.
Yeah.
He's like a leech.
Yeah,
Get the salt.
Exactly, Virginia.
I'm gonna try to stab him again.
Okay,
I
go
think
ahead.
this time instead of spitting out my drink, I might have to barf if I got human hair all over my hands.
You go.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh
Wow. This is
Luckily,
not your lucky
on,
night, Alexandro.
yeah.
on the melee, it's not. Yeah, that you can't hurt your friend. So, Alejandro, what are you gonna
can't on melee
do?
at
He's
all?
like slurping on your
Lucky
face, dude.
you.
I mean, at this
May as well
point,
embrace it.
yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm
At this
just.
point, I think I'm gonna go with the party vibe and like embrace it. But no, so
You can try
I'm
and
gonna
like
make.
jam your machete into
Too
his
much
gut.
teeth, huh?
you know?
Too much teeth.
You can try and
yeah,
shove
it's-
the knife into his chest or something.
Can I do that in one move? Because I do
Yeah, yeah.
have
You have a machete,
and
you
I
could, like,
actually I have a machete and I have a 45.
You could stick the 45 in his chest and try to pull the trigger. Yeah. You have a less percentage
All right.
chance of hitting with that, but that's okay. What did I say?
Okay,
hold on.
so yeah.
Hold on. Let me see.
machete is actually
No. Remember, in the chat, I said with guns at point blank range, you get a bonus dice.
okay. So do I do the +8?
So
or,
put
the,
plus 1B, and you can fire
the
your
1B,
revolver
sorry.
at him. You grab your
And-
revolver, pull it out, and you shove it in his chest. And you pull the trigger. So hit plus 1B, and
Okay.
then roll the revolver.
The revolver.
Yep, 20%. Yep. Fail. You can spend 38 luck, and you can shoot
For
him.
a success. Okay, hold on. Let's see. 38 luck to succeed. And I have 63. Well, I guess here's the thing. I'll save me. So I'm going to go ahead
I'll
and
save me.
spend the luck.
I'll do it.
Since, yeah, my buddy didn't want to spend 11 luck. But here
I'm also trying to learn the game, dude.
Yeah, 38 luck.
I'm...
Dude, it's your
Dude,
life, so you should
have
spend the
twice
luck,
as much
bro.
luck. You have
I,
twice as much as him.
Also, to be
I-
fair,
but
Ezekiel just showed up.
Yeah, I know. He
Okay,
has no
so-
idea who you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess so.
Fucking
And
Alexandra.
I only. Wow. Fuck. Man, you guys are fucking brutal.
Yo,
God
I try. I'm the only
Okay.
one that has helped you.
So, yeah.
I got fists full of not
We're
human hair and
trying.
skull
So-
mask.
So
Just walk away like
put your
Betsy.
luck to 25, Alejandro.
Okay.
Oh my God,
Hold on
we're
one
so
second. Let me
Yeah.
go ahead.
Because it's
and I'm
63 minus 38 would be 25.
Okay. Yeah, I got
And
it. I
then
got it. I
go
got
ahead
it. Okay.
and take your damage and roll it onto De Mendoza.
Easy for you to say.
I know, man.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I know.
I haven't had much to drink.
Now say
Okay.
it 5 times. Quick.
Yes.
Hold on.
De Mendoza.
I just-
De
Nah,
Mendoza.
just 3.
I've been just a little bit too enamored with all these pictures, so let me just close them so I can see my combat
So you can
tracker.
get your
I
combat tracker
apologize.
And drag and drop.
Yeah,
now you got
I
1d10
haven't-
plus 2 on the fucking Luis de Mendoza.
Okay, so 1d10. So I
Do the
I hit
damage.
plus
Drag and
2p.
drop it. Yeah, drag and drop the damage onto de Mendoza on the combat tracker.
Do I click the plus 2p for on the bottom? 'Cause you said I
No,
have a
no,
plus
no,
2?
no. You
Okay,
have
so-
1d10 plus 2 automatically in your damage. Look at your damage.
Okay, so all
so
I
you
have
just
to do
drag
is
that
drag
damage
the
onto de
1d10
Mendoza. Yep. Mhm.
onto De Mendoza. Okay,
Yep, yep,
gotcha. I literally did. Let me try again. 1 second.
Oh, you didn't.
Yes,
'Cause-
I
'cause
did.
if I-
Yes, I did. I'm
Okay. Do you
I'm
you want me
dragging a
to?
1d10.
Do you want me to?
Hold on. No. Is it?
No, it's
it's
on
the
your
1d10.
main in damage.
Yeah. Okay, I see it now.
Yeah.
I was doing an actual 1d10. Okay.
No,
hold on.
dude, don't,
Try it this
come
way.
on, man. Come on, man.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
5, 6. Oh shit, he is not, dude. You like stick your gun in his chest and boom, and it blows like a hole through his chest, but he's just like fucking gobbling on your face. Bessie, you now snap out of what the thing, and you're like, you hear like this gunshot in the other room that like brings you back to reality, and you're like, what the fuck was that? Are you there, Mayana?
Oh, did we lose
Did
another?
we
My
lose?
mom. No,
Oh.
no. My mom had the audacity to talk to me.
How?
while you
dare.
were insane.
Okay, so I snap out of it now, correct?
You snap out of it, and you heard this gunshot like, oh, in the
so
room next to you.
the sound of the gunshot kind
Like
of
snapped you out of it, yeah.
woke me up from my stupor or whatever.
Yeah, you're like, wait a minute,
And I
my
shake my
friends
head.
are fucking that fucking thing with the teeth. It must be eating them.
Well, France is a strong word, but yes.
Well, the
I
people that
shake
I've been
my
hanging
head.
out with. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
shake my head, and I get up, and I walk over to the room.
Yeah, you kind of like you get up, you
And-
throw your room over, and you come over to the room, and you can see that like Alejandro is bleeding out, and this thing that you got freaked out over is like sucking on his face and just like tearing him up bad, and it's bleeding from all over, and it's it looks fucked up
So
itself.
he is. Okay, so I look at my hand because I just snapped out of it. Do I
Yep.
still have my gun in my hand?
Yes, you do. And the only thing you really can do, because you can't really make it close to him, is you could shoot from the door and try and hit. But just so you know, if you
Yeah.
make a
no.
major fail, you know that you're going to shoot your friend, or
No.
not your friend, but
Well, I will not.
Alejandro.
My hands are still shaking a little bit from being scared.
so you shoot.
So
Okay, go ahead.
I can't do anything right now.
Oh, I was
So I'm
hoping
just
you would
gonna
shoot.
concentrate. No. So I'm just gonna concentrate in starting to assess Alejandro
situation,
and what
yep.
he's gonna need. What he's gonna
Okay,
need
when he's
to patch
done
him
with
up.
this.
When he's hopefully he'll survive the attack.
Gotcha. Ezekiel. Mr.
Okay,
Andres.
let's try stabbing this guy again.
Okay. Yep. See if you can roll. Oh Jesus, man! A fumble. Luckily, it wasn't a bullet shot. Lewis, let's see. And,
I'm
fuck.
done.
And what is it? Okay, this guy starts slurping. Like Alejandro, you feel like your kind of lip. You've never felt a kiss like this before, and your lips are kind of like suckered onto his, and like pieces of your flesh and your
I am from
inside of your
Argentina.
cheeks and everything are kind of like being pulled into his mouth, and you can kind of fight against it. Go ahead and roll a strength roll. That's a success. Oh,
no!
shit! No, that's
Oh,
great
good.
for him. No, that's great for
Okay,
him.
okay. Yeah.
As
I
he's
got
like
scared.
slurping at you, you're like pushing back, like stop it, and like you feel like you're pushing hard enough that he's not able to pull more of your flesh and bone and juices out of your flesh into his mouth. And
I mean, he
you
had a
don't-
critical failure.
he did, so you
should-
don't take any damage this round.
Shouldn't I at least get like a guard position? Like I sweep and like I'm in guard.
No.
So like I'm on top now. At
It
least.
even says in his stats that if you're able to fight his strength, you don't take any damage that round, which is his strength. I'm going to tell
So
you.
that's the best I
is
can get.
Really, yeah, for this round. Yeah.
Okay.
Emerson.
All right. I think because we fucked his arm up so bad, he should have to take a penalty. But because it doesn't seem to be bothering him,
No, it's not
I'm going to
bothering him
try and
at all.
fuck that same arm up again.
Okay. All right.
So you want the hit roll on large knife, right?
Yeah. Yep. Oh shit! Good, solid. You like sliced his
Nice.
arm again. Go ahead and roll damage on him. Drag and drop it on him. And boom, as you like you kind of like slice his arm, and he's like slurping on his face, and his arm slices open and blood starts pouring out, and he's just kind of and he falls over, and his eyes curl up into his head, and there's just kind of like blood flowing all over the carpet, and you see that he's not breathing anymore.
I'm going to call out to the group, like,
And
Nobody
Alejandro,
touched
you're like gasping.
I go straight
And
to
coughing.
Alejandro.
I'm
to-
actually keeping it really cool. Like,
No,
I'm
you're
overreacting.
definitely not. No, you're
I
not.
go to I
Dude.
go
Nah,
immediately.
bruh,
to-
I'm not overreacting. I'm
I don't
He's
Hey.
thinking
think
about
he can
that
talk.
nurse. He's gonna
too
get to
hurt.
see her again.
Go ahead and roll a medicine roll, Bessie.
Yes.
Bessie's like trying desperately. She pulls out her medical kit and she's like trying to fucking help you out,
I
man.
hold his. He needs to conserve energy, so I hold his mouth shut so he can't talk.
while this is happening, I'm like two-handing the machete, holding it above my head, ready to smack this motherfucker if he's
You're like, I'm gonna take him out.
Yeah, if he like twitches,
Yeah.
he's getting it.
Nice.
In the other arm.
Just
Yeah,
give
so
up.
Bessie, go ahead and roll a 1d6.
Okay.
Oh, nice. She gives you 3 more hit points back, Alejandro. So you're now at 7. I'm sorry, 6
Man,
on
you
your
almost
cur
did it.
Okay.
hit points on the main tab.
Yep,
Type
I got
6.
it. So I'm
yeah.
at 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're
I'm
dude,
good, I'm good.
you're why don't you roll a 1 no, Ezekiel. Roll a D4. 1 to its left arm. 3. Oh, hold on. And let's do this. Alejandro, are you left-handed or right-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Write that in your notes.
Okay. 1 second.
And Ezekiel, 1, 2, it's left hand. 3, 4, it's right hand.
L.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's the hand that you are. Your right hand, you got shot
Uh-oh.
through that shoulder, and it's very hard to
I
use that hand.
swear I'm not doing this on purpose.
It's okay. The dice just, it went in that direction. It is what it is. Alejandro,
this guy decided of his own volition to crawl between the two beds to go
He
see
did.
what the thing on the floor was.
100%.
He did
Like
that all by himself.
Yeah, no, he went right in there.
I mean, that's okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's a very pessimistic.
Everybody was staying behind,
scenario,
like
but...
aiming their gun at between the beds, like, what the fuck is this? And Alejandro's like, let me crawl up behind there and let me get up in there.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
you were asking for it, kind
got
of.
right up there.
Somebody
Yeah.
has to be the hero, but all right.
So
let's go.
Basically, what ends up happening is De Mendoza is dead, bleeding out. Alejandro is all fucked up, like real fucked up. Like his right arm is like he can't move it. It's frozen. Somebody runs up to your hotel room up there and like, oh my god! And the fucking police come and the fucking ambulance comes and they rush Alejandro down to the hospital.
Whoa.
If you guys are doing anything before that happens, you can do something.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%. Like,
yeah,
I was smoking this dude in the arm, not the head. So like he might be bleeding out.
Oh no, he is bled out. His eyes are like rolled up in his head.
Because we were trying to knock him unconscious. We weren't trying to kill him.
He's got answers for us, man.
He's out. He's done.
So I chopped him in the arm and it killed him?
You shot him. You chopped him in the arm. Alejandro shot him in the chest because he kind of like stuck his gun.
Yeah,
and you sliced him in the arm. Yeah, and he just kind of like when you sliced him in the arm, he's kind of up and he slumped over Alejandro, and then Alejandro pushed him off, and he's laying on the ground beside him, just not moving, and constantly bleeding.
I'm not sure if I want to check him because I'm metagaming and it says unconscious on his combat tracker.
Yeah, that's what we wanted to
But
do.
like we were legitimately, yeah, it does. But we were legitimately trying to get this guy unconscious, or like at least subdued to try and get some answers out of him. So
I go wake up Omar and I tell him to come take a picture quick before the police get here.
Sure. Okay, I'm gonna do this on odds. Then I would have checked him. On evens, I just believe he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm definitely checking him.
Yeah,
so
I'm check him.
Like cautiously checking to make sure
there's no pulse when you check him.
Okay.
But you still have some time before. Definitely, you guys have fired a bunch of gunshots in a hotel, and it's like 8 p.m. or whatever the case may be. And for sure, you kind of hear like screaming in the hallway and stuff is about to go down. So you can do something before that stuff goes down, but people are going to show up. Now, I
want to check his pockets, check his boots, check his skin for tattoos. Take a sample, pull a tooth if we can, like anything I can to try and like.
The one thing that you notice is his right hand looks like there's an imprint, a burnt imprint on it.
Mm-hmm.
A burnt imprint.
Yeah.
Is it like in the shape of a ward?
It's in the shape of the like V of that one part of the ward where you saw burnt flesh. Yes.
Interesting.
And he's effectively kind of slumped over, and his teeth have gone away, and he looks sort of normal human again. He doesn't look like big giant mouth dude.
So we didn't get the good picture.
Yeah, when Omar comes over and goes, he just looks like normal, like person, like his normal picture. But his tongue is sticking out, and his eyes are like rolled up in the back of his
Omar.
head. And
quick, where's that ward? Somebody go get that ward.
Yeah.
Look at this burn on his skin. Look at this. Let's test this.
If you take the ward close to him and you like test it before somebody shows up, it's almost an exact match. Like, yes, that is definitely looks like where the burn mark was on the ward with his flesh. As people are like kind of clamoring in, what do you do with the ward?
If we touch the ward to him, does the skin still burn even though he's gone?
It when you touch the ward to his flesh, it kind of does like a sizzling, popping thing, and he's kind of moving and sizzling and popping. Yeah,
Moving?
well, you know,
like reacting, like he,
yeah.
I think he means like
if you took like something and stuck it in a fire and got it red hot, and then you put it on top of like a pork chop, and it was like and like popping and sizzling, like that's what you see on his flesh, like popping and sizzling. It's almost like that gold is
Gross.
190 degrees that you're putting up against his flesh and just kind of popping and sizzling. But he's not moving. It's just where you're touching him, it looks like it's frying and sizzling his flesh.
Gotcha. And there's no like tattoos or anything on him, like what
No
Larkin had,
tattoos on him at all, head to toe, nothing. Nope.
And his teeth look normal.
Yeah. Well, now it does, yeah.
What about his wallet?
Anything in his pockets?
He doesn't have anything in his pockets.
Is he
No wallet.
circumcised?
He doesn't have a wallet.
God.
He doesn't have money.
Somebody
doesn't have
asked if he's
keys.
circumcised.
He doesn't have anything in his
Money
pockets.
on,
He's just
What?
got some clothes on. And nothing in his pockets.
No ID.
No ID, no money, no keys, no nothing. Nothing in his pockets. And
There's
the police
blood
show
all
up,
over the room.
and the police show up, and they put his
pocket.
body on a stretcher, and they carry him out. And that's where we're going to cut off the game tonight.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good about where I'm at. I'm just gonna say.
I wanted to get some answers out of this dude.
The
Like-
other thing was they also bring a stretcher up because Alejandro can barely move his right arm, and he's like he's still
I'm-
bleeding from it, and he's still
I'm
like,
fine.
oh no, he is fucked up.
No,
And they take him
I'm
down to
bad.
the
I'm
they
just
take him down to
saying
the
I'm okay.
hospital.
To see the nurse.
Yeah,
I've
there
had-
you go.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
See your nurse, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
You still feel good?
okay,
You still
okay,
feel
okay.
You still
No,
feel
no, no,
fine?
no, no,
He
no,
said
no,
he
wait,
feels
no.
fine. He said
No,
he
no,
feels
no,
fine.
no, no.
He's fine.
I
He's
passed
fine.
the
Um,
log good enough.
I'm
That
going
is
back
so
to see
awesome.
Camilla.
No,
Oh,
no, no.
yes.
You're
Now
fine.
we
I
have to
passed
find
you all
out,
good.
does
You
she-
guys are
It's-
he
fine.
did this to
it's
himself.
destiny.
Yes. Did
It's
he do it
destiny.
just to be able to go see Camilla? Yeah. Is that why he crawled between the beds to see Camilla?
Maybe.
Yeah. See? I think so.
Worth it.
Oh yeah.
This is the story we're going to tell our grandchildren
is.
about.
100%.
So, yeah.
Thank you everybody for joining the stream. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here,
So,
and you guys
yeah,
have
I
a
don't know
great
how
one.
you guys feel, but I'm feeling
Thank
pretty
you.
solid
Have a good
right now.
evening. Goodbye.
I'm feeling like I need to get some fighting